Just toggle. That's the zoom boundary.
Right.
Measurements,
It is.
controls.
Hello, everybody. Welcome
Nope.
to the
Hi.
stream. Welcome to Pathfinder 2E Kingmaker and the Misfits. Um, I am your GM now and always, Mr. Cloudheart, and this is our campaign. So you guys, when we last left off, you guys had basically it's like 3 weeks and a day since you slew the Stag Lord. You have just recently slain uh, slaves Tartuccio. Let me go and add that down to the notes.
Tartuk.
Wait.
In the Soot Scales cavern. In the Soot Scales cavern.
I'm gonna make my kingdom mightier than all of you. Is like the ragtag leader of a couple of kobolds.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and give the recap. I will be giving the recap in Lindsay's voice, since my recording did not record my voice, and so therefore did not record anything to transcribe, and I couldn't get the AI to transcribe anything for Lindsay, so I will be doing it in medio res. So let's do this, bitches.
Let's
Um,
go.
Hello, Journal. Today, our party, Epic Dwarf Journal. Today, our party returned triumphantly to Orleg's trading post to sell the last of our loot from the defeat of the Stag Lord. Long may his boots remain unfilled. Oleg, ever the merchant with a heart of ironwood, tasked us with a few new quests, one of them involving moon radishes or something with Svetlana. Luckily, we already had a few buddies with us. We had, while exploring Greenbelt's mysterious green tangle, we found, of all things, a group of kobolds face down deep in some moon radish patch. There was some tension as words were traded poorly. Kobolds are not known for their diplomacy. Writes that down, underlines it. Steel was nearly drawn, but we settled things the civilized way, subduing them with a minimum fuss. Turns out they were refugees from their tribe, the Sitscales, and they were now ruled by a tyrant named Badscale, or a purple kobold. Worse, their sacred idol was missing. That's like taking a bard's loot and expecting a good night's tavern tale. Outrageous. So, anyways, he also set us on a few other missions, but we assigned our little kobold buddies to help Svetlana, and we searched her for her stolen wedding ring, and there were a few other quests he gave us. But anyways, we made camp that night, sharing stories and roasted radish. The next day, we came across a nasty piece of work named Cressel. Using the storm's cover, Corey and I executed a glorious sneak attack. Uh, Victory was swift, and the loot was deliciously informative. It hinted at other things stirring in the Darklands. But then came the real twist. We ran into a perfect ring of mushrooms. They were the kind that fairy tales warn you about. Naturally, we poked at it, and mischievous Fae, known as Griggs, tangled us in illusions and trickery. Corey impressively caught one midair. That's going in the songbook, which started a tense but ultimately charming negotiation. We gave them gifts, they gave us knowledge. The Griggs eventually told us of a cursed temple guarded by a rage bear. Note to self: do not pet the rage bear. She writes down, and it's like colored, and she draws a mean-looking, like very sharp, like pointy, like ridiculous cartoony eyebrows on the bear. Shared sorrowful. They also shared sorrowful tales of the soot-scale kobolds that were oppressed by some purple kobold. And so, dear journal, our quest expands. Uh, there's kobold politics, temple curses, and fairy intrigues stirring at our hearts. And the misfits are more determined than ever to bring order. That's what I'm calling us, the misfits. But wait, plot twist alert. Just when I thought things couldn't get weirder or stranger than the weird Fey pranks, we stumbled into a revelation. Tartuccio. Yes, that Tartuccio, the smug little gnome from Giovanni's Dinner of Heroes, with all the charm of a moldy potato and twice the stink, has been masquerading as a so-called purple kobold, going by the name Tartuk. He wormed his way into the Sootscale tribe and twisted their beliefs, setting them up as a godlike prophet. But his plans, Journal, they were far worse than just bad theology. Tartuccio wasn't just manipulating the Sootscales, he was using them, bending them to his will in some blasphemous demon summoning scheme, trying to make them worship the creature. And worse, he was going to make them sacrifices to fuel its arrival, all for power, just to conquer the stolen lands and who knows what else. Silent, clever and quiet as a midnight cat, uncovered the demon's name. I could tell he knew it. I know it, but he refuses to say it out loud. Maybe fear, maybe reverence, I don't know. But whatever, he knows the name. I guarantee you he knows it. I saw that look in his eye when he was translating it. But anyways, it's probably best that he doesn't say it. Some names carry weight. But let it be known, we will not let the soot scales fall. We will not let demons find a foothold in this wild, wonderful land. The Misfits will stand firm. Signed with a trembling and a flourish, Lindsay the Bard.
Beautiful.
So,
Well, she wants to know the name. I'm happy to tell her.
don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Stop
She'll
that.
condemn us all.
So when we last left off, you guys were, let's see here.
The angry bear in question.
Oh no, the issue is happening again where it's bringing up. Let me close the server and real quick bring it up again. It
Oh no,
is.
the reality's being erased.
It's bringing up that you can't modify this compendium over and over and over and over. So there's some kind of
Oh,
glitch that's
bloody.
happening. I'm gonna shut
Denied.
this down and reopen it, and I'll be right back, guys.
Yep.
Of course, it happens right when we start the stream.
Stream.
Of course.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
I wonder how that happened.
Anyone else maintain connection?
With
It'll
the
let
server.
you maintain connection until it gets the next packet that tells you I close the server. So
Uh-huh.
hopefully, if I can bring it back up quick enough, you won't lose connection.
It's like the server. Am I dead? Are you guys dead? Oh, never mind. We're alive. The heartbeat thumps again.
We're so back.
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Essentially, you guys are over at the Sootscale Caverns on the map. I know that the map is probably not like navigable right now. It is bringing it back up though. Let me see here.
I can move around the map.
Oh, you can move around the map. Okay, cool.
Crisis averted.
So you guys are located at the Sootscale Caverns. It's the 3rd of Serenith, which is the equivalent. I am double checking of like. The Pathfinder calendar. I think Desnus was April, so this is like in Absalom Reckoning. Desnus is like the 5th month, so it'd be May, and then Serenith is like the 6th. So you're in like June, basically.
Hmm.
So you're in the middle of hot boy summer.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Everybody has essentially exited the caves. The Sootscales have waved you off in anticipation of you rescuing them by going into the Old Sycamore tree, speaking to the Mitflits, and one way or another getting their the relic back so you can smash it in front of them and free them from the curse. Those of the individuals who did not go inside, Amiri and Jathel remain outside, and Jathel walks up to Dex a little tersely, more tersely than you're used to, Dex. Now that she's been wounded by you, she's a little bit more careful even around you. So what happened? She points to the cave, and as they were all waiting back at their camp.
Ah, well, many revelations about the land we stand upon. You remember little man Tartuccio, yes?
Oh, that little gremlin. Yeah, I remember him.
Yes, apparently worse than aware of what he actually really was. Some form of cultist.
He actually
Trying to
was a
s-
gremlin.
Yes, very much so. He was disguised as a kobold, leading these ones into a sacrifice for a ritual. We are on our way to hopefully stop said ritual from summoning a demon upon the land.
Why would that be so bad?
Well, if we are here to rule the kingdom, it'd be a bit of a mess to have a demon at the moment.
That depends on which demon. And Jathel has a
that-
flat effect on her face.
That is fair.
You mentioned ritual to her and like sacrifices, and there was no flick or movement in her face whatsoever.
Dex will make mental note of this.
Well, I mean, if what did you get the demon's name? Was it perhaps a particularly uncooperative one?
I know not of what the name, aside from what the Kobold and what Tortuccio had named it. Something tooth. Anyone remember?
Sharptooth. What was the name, guys? In case you like didn't know in out of character. I know it's hard to remember stuff week to week.
Yeah, pretty much. That's I was like, who remembers? I don't. Yeah, it was.
It's
Sharptooth.
pretty much only Silent who was able to read the upside down and inverted rune in Infernal
I was
for
muted.
Sharptooth.
Hmm.
Um,
I was gonna say Sabretooth.
only he was able to like read the inverted rune and actually read it for what it was, what it actually was, which is Zazrael.
There we go. Yeah,
Those rail.
Sharptooth.
Well,
That's
we have
my
no
new
time to
character.
waste.
The audio's cut out for me. Who said what now?
He he said he said we have no time to waste. Is what he said.
No, I heard that part. I didn't hear what Sullen had said.
Oh, I was
He
just respecifying the actual name of the demon.
I gotcha. Yes, Sharptooth is what they had called it. I'm not very sure that is the real name, but it is as is. Perhaps we will find more information at this idol.
All right, so if you guys are heading out, I will go ahead and move the token. I'll say it takes you about a day. Well, you're on horseback. You still have the horses for everybody, and you're in the plains, so it'll only take you a day traveling through to get to the Old Sycamore, and then back. So like you could feasibly, depending on how long it takes you, I'll advance the time um, maybe 6 hours, and then you could get back in another 6 hours to camp, depending on what happens.
Button.
So let me go ahead and move it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You guys travel across the open plains until you see the area with the clearing of the Old Sycamore. Um, Looming over the hills in the southern Greenbelt area is a graying hulk of a sycamore tree that clings precariously to life, its last years of life. The 100-foot tall tree stands as a known landmark and is visible for miles around. It is also infested with something. According to the soot scales, mitflits. What a mitflit is, none of you know. Somebody roll me a. Let me go ahead and
The recall knowledge.
recall knowledge. Somebody roll me a recall knowledge.
Oh, I cannot
Uh,
bring up the macros.
Oh, because you need your token. Let me go ahead and bring your token out.
yeah.
As our token's not on Shrike Hall either. I was about to see if it was on there.
Yeah, let me go ahead and just bring your token out. I can right click and it'll pop all of you guys out.
Oop, hello.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, that's when it's not working.
Everybody.
There we go. A recall
makes sense.
knowledge.
Yes.
There you are.
I can't do anything.
You gotta click on your token, Tilly. Let me hide.
Can't
Where's
do
your
it. I
token go?
can't keep going
I'm
like this.
clicking on my token.
Oh,
Ain't nothing.
there
I'm
she
gonna restart.
I crashed on my own.
Oh, okay.
It's all falling apart.
No, I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna refresh my thing.
And I'm going to change the music since we're no longer doing the recap.
Also, could I
Muzak.
get like a touch of healing dex?
Yeah. I mean, we traveled for a day, so yeah, that'd be the in between.
Wom 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 wom
Just
wom
like
wom wom.
as we're horse riding, you just see me scrape some like mud from the floor,
Rub some dirt on it.
literally.
Yay, my stuff pulled up.
Okay, cool.
We are so back.
Recall knowledge under what? Religion?
Just recall knowledge. Just hit the recall knowledge macro under the basic action macros.
Okay.
The macro sends me a lot more info, so it helps. And let me see the midflits.
I mean, this could just be the bunny just doesn't know. Doesn't even have a chance to know.
So
Corey,
how much
you
land do I
know,
get, Dex?
Dex knows.
Where in the macros do I find that?
Silent does not know. He's never heard about this creature before. Fekro knows, and let me see for Tilly. So, all of you know but Silent so far.
LOL.
Are you watching the stream still, Tilly? Do you want me to show it to you on there?
Probably.
It's
It will
in
be in
your
30
zero.
seconds.
It's in your zero. So if you click on your token and then press 0,
Okay.
and then it'll say recall knowledge on that list. It's alphabetical, so it'll say recall knowledge.
No selection was made. Follow the expert. Alright. There we go. It finally popped up. Here we go. Sorry.
You're good. I know people have technical difficulties. Tilly definitely does not know. So essentially, the rest of you know that a mitflit is a lot of things. They're also known as mites. They're named things after insects because they're particularly low on the totem pole. They are, for all intents and purposes, self-loathing and pitiful cowards. A mitflit is just kind of like an easily bullied into servitude creature by anything more powerful than a mitflit leader. They tame insects, spiders, anything that is generally considered vermin to serve them as faithful allies. They have lost almost every touch of ancestral ties to Gremlin and Fey magic, but they are indeed actually, Corey, you would know this because you rolled the highest. They are actually indeed Fey. The book of dwarves tells you that like if they are Fey, like they're classified as Fey. They came over from the first world.
All right.
You see from a distance this tree that likely has mitflits in it, and you how are you? What are you guys doing? Are you trying to find some way to prepare or what?
In terms of preparations, let me. Where's my button for the thing? I'm gonna check my spells real quick.
I say we walk in confidently.
I like how I'm gonna check my spells as I close out my character sheet. Ah, yes, the spells I can clearly see with these wide eyes. Let's see here quick. Wait, do I have them already equipped? Oh, I guess I don't have that many spells. Unless I'm looking at this wrong. I'm fine. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
What could possibly go wrong?
The long night that you had with the kobolds, essentially, Sootscale himself, the chief Sootscale, whom the rest of them are named after, essentially explained to you that they war with the mitflits quite often, and it begins to dawn on you this is a war of two very pathetic creatures. Mitflits will work for anybody who is stronger than them, and kobolds will do equally the same. Kobolds will follow whoever is just bigger and better and stronger, like to a strong degree, and like whoever presents as very strong. The only difference is that kobolds need someone to present as strong. They don't follow Tilly because Tilly is kind of tiny. Mitflits are pathetic and will basically do whatever you tell them to because they're cowards.
My time to shine.
And
kneel before me.
the chief basically explained before you left that this is like the third time in as many months as the Mitflits have basically stolen the statue.
Any better security?
You think they're gonna have
Oh,
better
great.
security? I was
Or
able
to
to sneak
hide.
in behind y'all.
Or rogue though. That's the thing.
I'm gonna
So,
go say hi. Do y'all want to follow?
I'll be
Next.
behind you.
Dex,
Yes.
carry me.
I was just, right, I was just about to say I was gonna pick up Tilly and just plop her on the head.
Puppies.
I'm just gonna remain hidden.
Oh, my
As always.
steed. My loyal steed.
Give me the time, and animal form could be easily taken care of. Just a giant bear.
Oh, ho, ho. Good to know. Good to know.
I have a
I'll see
collective
that in
selection
character,
of
actually.
I have a collective selection of animals. As I just like show you like a little pamphlet.
Ooh. I like this one and this one. And this one.
I just like that one of the options that can just turn into a crab or a shark.
A what? A giraffe?
Just know that Pathfinder allows carcinization.
I'm a giraffe!
Fear me, mighty stag lord, as I turn to the wrong creature, turns into shark. It's like, well, somebody throw me.
Humanoids are animals.
Most dangerous game of all, man.
Yeah,
Gonna peer down this hole.
he's flat human.
All right. So you're going to enter into this work. Um, I will go ahead and move back to this to pull this note up. All right, and there we go.
Oh yeah, Dex, how much healing did I get?
Well, considering we traveled a day, I would just assume it would have been
It would have been enough to heal you because like it
yeah.
was 6 hours of healing.
Okay.
All right. The midflit layer itself, the sycamore tree, only has a single entrance. It's hidden among the ancient sycamore tree's roots, and anybody who wants to make me a perception check. Anybody who wants to.
It's not sending. Anyone else's thing not let him do anything?
No, same.
Is that the one above? Are you looking at the
Oh.
initiative?
There we go.
Oh,
I had
it
just
was
temporarily lost connection.
Same, it was delayed.
Yeah. Okay.
And for continuity, there is your healing.
More than enough.
I aim to please with my classical mud ball.
I'm going to drag you guys in to the building. You notice and find this entrance. It is a root-lined shaft that drops about 10 feet down to the middle of a 40-foot tunnel. The tunnel runs east-west and connects finally into a workshop. A little workshop that allows you to climb down into either area, to the left or right. Are you climbing to the left or are you climbing to the right? Whoever's taking lead. And Silent, I'm going to assume you are taking lead because you got perception a crit. So you are hidden and will remain hidden until you reveal yourself.
Alright guys, follow my lead. He vanishes.
You said left, straight, and right?
I just left and right. You're basically climbing down this root shaft down into two like rooms that descend below. There's like enough roots that like kind of block off the middle.
Is
Yeah,
there a
let's go
map
right.
for that?
There is a map. I'll move you guys to it as soon as he tells me which side you're dropping into first.
Right.
Multi-map situation. The right it is.
You guys can also like stay outside and like observe the sycamore for some time, and I'll tell you what you see. But like if you guys want to climb in now, it'll take you. I'll go ahead and drop you in.
I want to speak to the sycamore and see how it's doing. And just kind of like tend to its roots and such.
It is a long dead sycamore. It
Never
does not-
mind, this
Maybe
poor
enter you.
bastard.
It does not speak back to you.
I definitely
just-
climbed in.
I start just like kind of like growing some flowers around it to commemorate its life, and then I go down.
All right. Are you going to the right or the left, Salon?
Right.
Right. Okay. At that point, let me go ahead and move you. As you guys fall into essentially an area with these massive, let's see here. Let me bring up the party and have everyone dropped in before.
Dropped. Oh no. Cracks ankles. My
Drop it
bones.
like it's hot.
I will not make you roll on athletics, even though that would be very, very funny.
Me
Actually,
and my jade pendant have something to say about that.
I want everybody to roll. It's going to be a very low DC, but I do want you to roll athletics for me, just to see how well you climb. Yep.
Athletics, my one weakness. As I try to like backflip down for acrobatics. Where is athletics? Where do you be?
Wait, just general or climb athletics?
Just a climb athletics, yeah.
Okay.
Just
Oh,
just
just roll
generally
general.
athletics. Just generally athletics.
Just
Flat
generally.
roll it
okay.
is.
All right, all right.
Mm.
Ah! As I use my my jade cat, just
And
like,
catch
oh no.
yourself, yeah.
Huh.
The Jade Cat magic activates as you catch, but you while you're catching yourself midair, like a double jump, like the platform under you like manifests and like allows you to gain balance. You mess up Tilly, and Tilly goes falling off in the distance, and you just hear wah.
Right.
Since I know I won't get hurt, I'm having fun.
You do take 1 point of damage, Tilly.
Free falling. How? I have the thing. I'm plush.
It's a random spike on the floor. Ah.
There are things in this place that you're falling into that are rather problematic, Tilly.
Well, there you go.
Fine, complication.
Random impalement. Oh, don't worry, this is fine. It's like, I'll get the sewing kit.
Huh.
Oh, hello. Good thing we have that crystal glowing.
The wet-looking floor of this large cavern is crisscrossed by several shallow trenches. Each contains a trickle of putrid fluid. 6 foul mounds of compost and dung lie heaped about the room, each studded with small spherical eggs. You see in front of you a little mitflit and 3 giant centipedes.
Hmm.
The centipedes rear up their back leg and hiss, and you hear something. Don't do it! Don't please, don't. Who are you? Why are you here?
Only I knew how to speak to animals.
And does anybody speak Sackroth?
Nope.
Nah.
Never even heard of that.
I only know the dead and plants.
And common style.
Wind chime noises activate.
In that case,
Say
what you
Elven.
heard was.
Pegro.
You will speak in a language that is understandable. Preferably the one I'm talking right now.
As I just like raise my hands up as like to accentuate this.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's kind of looking nervous. He looks around and he's like, you can see he's holding out his hands. Make me a perception check, somebody. Just one of you.
Alright. I can do that.
I got +8 in it. So,
Oh, plus 11.
That's correct. He's trying to
Oh.
calm down his creatures. He's sticking out both of his hands towards all his 3 giant centipedes who are hissing and rearing up their heads. Like he doesn't know what to say to you because he can't say anything, but you can tell Dex he is clearly trying to calm down his creatures. They're on the verge of attacking you.
I see. I go ahead and relay that information to everyone that he's attempting to calm the creatures down. No sudden movements.
we can't really back up now, can we? Though.
Not likely. Unless you are very good at climbing.
This seems more like your wheelhouse, Dex.
Is?
Can you calm down those creatures?
I will sure try. As I just, how to train your dragon, just put a hand out towards it as I lower myself. How big are they compared to me?
It is a giant centipede. So let me see how big it is.
You already said giant. That's already fairly twice my size. As I'm
Um,
only 6 foot.
These are about medium size. They're the size anywhere between a dog to like the length of maybe like a horse. And
Gross.
the width of like the width
My
of a
my.
dog's body. Like they're
Those,
very
those
very
is,
thin top to bottom. They're very thin, but width they're like the width of a dog, and like they're long. They're long, and they kind of raise themselves off the ground with their like heads.
that is a hell of a
Also,
visual. I just think of
be,
now like insectoid weenie dog.
be careful, Dex. If these are the giant centipedes, I think they are. They're venomous.
Oh, good thing I am made of bone. Is I'm just gonna like kind of lower myself slightly and like reach a hand out. I'm gonna try to. Where is ability?
Ooh, the mine thing?
Command animal.
Okay. Go ahead and target it
Yeah.
and hit command animal.
Oh, target it. Well,
It's gonna resist with its will, so you just need to beat its will save. Yeah. You hit one of
like
them
brown.
and manage to command it on one on your turn. So like, what are you telling this creature to do? Just
As
calm
I'm
down.
lowering myself, as I'm lowering myself and like kind of lower, raising my hand out. We are not little one. We are not here to start trouble. Simple questions.
You hear and you hear like a hiss like of its spit, like drips of like putrid liquid come down from its lips, and it like raises itself up towards you and then lowers itself and curls itself back down to the ground, and the other two curl as well. But you still haven't solved the main issue, which is the mid flip behind you just kind of keeps going, and it like lowers its hand and it's like calming as everything all the other creatures are calming, and then it walks up to you and just kind of gesticulates.
I have no word of what he is saying. Anyone?
I thought you could talk to animals.
Well, no, not necessarily. I definitely can't understand what he is saying. This is the issue.
Hello, Misfit.
Can I
Do you
talk
speak
to
the
animals?
common language?
Oh wait,
Yeah,
my familiar. Can my familiar do anything?
we can speak to this guy.
Can I speak it to that guy?
Does it know extended languages, or is it just based off your languages?
You can talk to animals and plants with Wild Song.
Yeah. Cool. So
Me looking at you.
yeah,
You know the way of the wind chimes.
Faye is Wild Song.
No, if Wild Song and Fae are two different languages.
Wild Song is a druid language. He only knows it because he's a druid.
Yeah.
And it's actually according to all druids forbidden to teach anyone else except a druid Wild Song. It's
Yeah, I
very
can speak to plants, but I don't have the meta moment. I don't have speaking with animals. I have speaking with plants.
Oh, okay, cool. So y'all are kind of at an impasse. He looks at you.
We're just confused goblin noises. Or not goblin noises. Misfit, right?
So we can't see the statue.
Not from where I'd
Not
imagine.
from where you are. Like in the area, you generally see 6 piles of dung, everything that would decay and like that you would put into like decay and make fertilizer, on top of piles where there's like several little spherical what you're guessing now are probably
Ooh.
eggs for the giant centipedes.
I'm
All
going
right,
to
I got.
attempt the
Can
drawing.
we get? Yeah,
Oh,
can
wait.
we get Lindsay to like? Actually, I have a little
We're gonna drag her into
writing.
this.
No. She's good. I've got. Where is it? Where's my inventory? There it is. I've got. Or I had. Some writing tools.
I was just gonna like draw like the kind of like shape of like the artifact,
Yeah.
not the artifact, the thing that we're
Yeah.
after.
Yeah, I was gonna take my writing set out and draw like a 2 horns, round face, and like a demon-like thing going and like face it at them and just like in their face.
Target him and roll make an
Where
impression.
is the?
Like a kid,
What's
like
making
a
the
child
impression
making a
of it?
Halloween mask and then
Yeah.
trying to scare
It's under
somebody.
diplomacy. You can also do
Okay.
the 0 and make an impression.
Okay.
It's under exploration there too. But you just want to target him and hit.
I'm rolling.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm just like shaking the journal and I'm moving it over here.
And you just see him start to shake and like terrified of all of you, and like he shakes and like the centipedes just kind of like back up in the room, seeing as their leader is kind of scared of them. They're something or whatever he is. But he just kind of he backs up into the corner.
I'm
He
gonna put it down like
He
immediately.
starts trembling like in front of you when you like make this big like gesture, like appearing bigger than you are. Tilly, as you like draw this demon to him and like gesture it to him, he just kind of.
I'm gonna put it down immediately and like draw like look a little concerned and be like sorry. And then put like a rock like draw like a cliff and then a little rock underneath, and then underneath that I'm gonna draw like draw it a little bit more like a statue and then be like
If?
and show them.
We're playing Pictionary.
Yeah.
And like it kind of seems like a more agreeable, like it gets what you're getting at, and it kind of points down the hall to like behind you guys to a door like like a passageway that like leads roundabout through these caverns to the rest of the rest of these like root rooms, basically these rooms underneath the roots of the Old Sycamore. It points
Okay.
to your right behind you.
And I'm gonna like
just gonna
slowly point that way.
There?
Like extended all the way out.
He sticks up both his hands and like his ears flop down and like point down, and he just kind of like sticks his hands up and like I don't know gesture and like points you.
Okay, well at least we have a direction going.
I don't think they know where we're going.
Oh, look at her drawing. Is it kind of like a representation of the idol we're looking for?
It's close enough to the idol, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he somewhat understands what we're going for.
So, that
Well.
room?
It's like points this way. It's like this.
That room? I don't think he knows.
Well, it is hard to understand those who not speak the same. I think he has general idea though. Perhaps it's best to go down the routes.
All right, if you guys are heading by the door behind Corey, not really a door, more like a passageway that even Corey has to kind of like squeeze into. Dex has to actually make himself smaller to walk comfortably in here. And Fekro, you're fine. Silent's fine. Corey's a little bit too wide for these hallways, and it becomes uncomfortable to squeeze through, especially with your armor, Corey. But you eventually do pop out. I'm gonna need you to make me a squeeze through action.
I forgot that's a separate action. Squeeze.
My brain just defaulted to quick squeeze as an ability.
Corey, you are stuck at the end of this hallway. I'm gonna say you are like I'm gonna move you to the end. Like everyone else comes out ahead of you in this next room. You are stuck in the very end of the hallway.
Can I shrink him? Does he count as a creature since he has a beating heart?
He counts as a creature, yes.
Would you like assistance as I'm like offering a hand to pull him?
Me as I was about to pull out some soap.
Can I shrink you?
What? I'm gonna say just incredibly confused.
As you guys are discussing, it begins to dawn on you that you're not alone in this room. There are about 5 other Midflits in this like common room area. It's a haphazard pile of broken beds, chairs, wagon wheels, assortments of worn, tattered, and kind of dingy. Honestly, just all very pathetic-looking objects, pilfered or probably salvaged from big folk. They clutter this mildewed room, like a crookedly propped row of bookcases buckles against the far wall. There's shelves filled with bits of bone and feathers and dried centipede legs, and there's an old window frame cracked and splintered that dangles from the wall like a work of fine art.
Yes, you have 3 options. Probably 2, since reputation with Bunny. I pull you, or we soap you up and pull you.
Can I identify what's being caught that's keeping him from coming through?
It's like several roots are like catching in the notches of his armor. Like it wasn't a problem at first, but as he got pressed further and further in, the roots like are tangling into his armor and like kind of catching him.
Oh, okay.
Can I
We can probably just
cut
break the
the
roots.
roots?
Am I able to like back up?
You can
from
back
where-
up, but you can't go forward anymore.
I'm gonna cut
Can I
the
back
roots
up,
where
take
his
off my
is.
armor, and then go through?
You could, yes.
Can I shrink you? I
Don't take
can
off your armor.
shrink
Let me
you.
just cut the roots.
But I can shrink you.
You do hear a bunch of Mitflits behind you, and like you hear a few of them.
Hello.
like,
You
you're-
won't let
you're-
me shrink him, that's what.
Let me see if any of them speak anything other than Sakabroth. I am sorry.
Yo.
It's essentially undercommon.
Hmm.
Do any of you speak the common language?
As they're like
Well, I
looking
don't,
at us,
but I
I'm
could
just
tell.
gonna grow to like my normal 6-foot size.
Yeah, man.
They're
gonna just
asking what
cut
the
those
holdup
fruits.
is.
And they start to look at you and think, man, yeah, and they're like pressing in, like each time they say yeah, man, they're like pressing in. They've all pulled out daggers, and they're like kind of pressing you, and like they're like closing in, and they lift up the dagger and lower the dagger, and they lift up the dagger and lower the dagger, and they're getting a little bit close to you, Fekro. They do not speak common.
I will cycle through my languages then. Do you speak this language? And I'll cycle through Dwarven, Elven, Gnomish, Goblin, and Halfling.
I'm gonna help cut the rope or the ropes, the vines from him.
They pause for a second. Roll me a make impression. On one of them, and just kind of like you're rolling to make an impression in Goblin.
Okay,
Oh wait, I
make
can
an impression.
draw what little moisture's in the roots and see if they become more brittle.
I would accept that, yeah.
There you go.
So while Silent is cutting and you're drawing,
Ooh.
like, it allows Silent to cut, but it may not matter because as Silent backs up and gets out of the way, and Corey's able to actually enter the room proper, they all go like they stopped and they paused and recognized you, like you saying something similar, but it must have been inappropriate in their language. Like it was similar enough to be recognized, but you have said you have tripped and caused a faux pas, and they have all brought out their daggers and are closing in on you specifically, Fekro.
I believe you may have insulted their mothers.
Ah,
I'm gonna see if I can like kind of flash a show of power to see if I can intimidate them. Ironically enough, considering I just got rid of intimidation.
All right,
As I'm
what
just
do you-
gonna like ignite my hands with frostbite and like kind of point at them.
roll me an intimidation with I'll give you a free +1. You need to hit like I won't tell you what you need to hit. That's a Fallout thing.
Can I like make like Rari sounds from his shoulder while he does this?
Is it possible to identify the leader of this group?
There
Make
you
me
go.
a
Plus
perception check.
circumstance. Wow, that did not roll. It just it just fell to the table.
That's probably a worse sign, TBH.
It does not appear that there's anything signifyingly different about these particular midflits. Like they all seem to be relatively equally pathetic and equally like dingy and mildewed and gross.
Yeah, I'm just trying to identify like which ones encouraging this little antics.
The one closest is looking like in this current social situation, they don't seem to so much have a hierarchy as they were prompted by the first one right here. They go meh, 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 and he like shakes his knife at him. Meh, 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 and he's like shaking it at the rest of them. They're looking at him and looking back at Fekro, and they're pulling closer to Fekro.
Hey, wait, don't get closer, Silas. I was about to cast a spell. It's gonna be a burst.
I'm just gonna
I might be able to distract him.
put a knife at his throat.
I will let
As
you.
intimidation.
Is intimidation okay? Roll me an intimidation check.
Or all of them.
Oh, I got a spell ready in case things go down.
I think there was a way to like intimidate.
Oh. I have gone blind.
Everything went
Oh,
dark.
sorry.
So I was like, this is no issue for me.
I was gonna like wave it around. I didn't know that there was like they didn't have any lights under there, so I was gonna like pull it out and be like, "What?"
I am the holder of the sun. Just waves
Yeah.
it around.
You
As you're
managed, to,
standing
you,
on
managed,
top of
you
my
managed to
head.
successfully get this one to drop his knife. He goes, meow, 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 meow. You can't tell if he's telling them help me, or like kill him, or like stop, or like you just can't tell. But he's frantically saying something to the other people.
And I sense motive.
Your sense motive.
Like get a somewhat understanding like what he's trying to tell the others.
Yeah, I'm gonna take your first
Based off
six
how the
sense
others are
motive.
acting.
I'm gonna take your first one because since we didn't never use that. Your first one, they are hesitating because you have one of their buddies by the throat.
And why would they be nervous about that?
I go ahead and
Have a throat?
point at the knife and I point at the floor.
They will rise up in anger because they have no understanding of what you're saying and begin to attack. I'm gonna need all of you to roll me initiative.
Well, you can't win them all.
No.
Get out of your influence thing.
Wow, that was such an unfortunate that one.
Come on, maybe. Papa needs a new pair of slippers.
Who got a nat one?
I did on Make an Impression.
I can't get to my.
Dang it, a dice
all
keeps...
the rolls are landing on top of my initiative.
My die got smacked from a 15 to like a 5, I think.
I'm really glad that doesn't change the result when that happens. The first in combat, as we will go ahead and enter combat.
Oh dear.
Leaflets.
I'm ready. Finally. A perfect opportunity.
I'm gonna have Tilly get angry and just start speaking Mitflit to them.
You stomp your foot, it's just on my head, you just hear like an echo.
They
oh, not Mitflit.
The first in the turn order is going to be this one far at the far end. He's going them surrounding Fekro. They are going to he's going to move forward. He's going to use his he's going to use his vengeful anger, which is just a passive status effect that he has. As long as it's not frightened, mid-flip-gang. Oh, well, I actually should not read these out to you, so you guys don't know what it means. So you guys don't have information. And he's going to let's see, what spells do I got?
I'm sorry, they got spells.
Why wouldn't they? They're pathetic.
I wasn't expecting
got
that.
enough.
The one right here is going to cast Bane.
Oh dear.
Fuel statue.
And he's going to place it right here on everybody in this area. I'm gonna need you guys to make me a
Will
DC
save.
16 save.
Will, my one stat that I'm good in.
So everyone in this square.
He casts
Oh.
Bane. If you fail, you will take a -1 status penalty to attack rolls.
Ah,
Something for this. Okay, here we go. Oh, all the dice are my dice. I'm very confused.
Success, success. Enemies in the area must succeed or take -1. Okay, so you got a will saving throw. Yep, you succeed. And Corey, what did you roll?
Oh well, saving throw. I missed it. Yikes.
Corey fails, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the spell effect Bane to him.
Bum bum bum. It's become Shadow Corey.
What about Dex?
That is that creature's turn. It's the next creature in the turn order's turn. As it's going to move to the next Mitflit.
I currently have him in a hold.
That's not good music. This is good music.
I was like, oh, are we in a final boss battle? Oh, no.
It plays the general
Froze.
music for the Shrike Hills, but like a lot of my modules are automated, so it automatically plays like general music. This is a little bit more of a goofy fight. Like ease up on the tension.
I froze thinking
Yeah.
that the demon came alive, and I was like, no, God, I wasn't ready.
Wait, there we go. Let me
This
switch
Mitflit that you have by the
Brilliant.
throat is going to need to break out or escape. So let me see if it can make an escape action.
Oh, let us see how well his athletics are against me.
Yeah, he's going
laughing
to
at 22.
he's going to try
That would be
to
cool.
grapple against you. So he's gonna try and grapple against you, Silent. And critically fails, which means he is now he is now restrained.
They critically failed in one way or another.
So the only thing he can do
somewhere.
is make an escape check. Which he just tried to do right there. Let me see if
You know, I can take an action because he critically failed, and I can put him on prone. I can force him to fall and land prone. I'm going to do that to him
okay.
because it doesn't count as an action against me because he crit failed.
You're like, I'm thinking about doing this. What?
Okay,
I
so
am
he's-
doing this.
So he's now prone. He will try and escape. He failed. Let me see. You attempt to choose one. Imposing any of those conditions. Attempt a check using an unarmed attack modifier. Flat check is 11. He recognizes where you were from because you're hidden, Silent, and he. Let's see here. And he breaks out from your grasp, but he is still prone, and that's all his actions. So he is still prone, but he's no longer restrained. All right, and that's his turn, and then that's the third misflit. La la la. Which is going to step forward into this corner and attack Fekro. They're going to surround the people who are nearest to them. This one attacks Fekro with its, it moves for one action. It's then going to look into its spells. Nope, no spells. Let's see here.
Alright.
It's going to just attempt to attack you with a short sword twice. It misses, and then it's going to try
Nice.
one more time. And it hits.
Dang.
1 damage. Corey, it's your turn.
All right. Was that Bane a
Area spell.
Yeah, it was a spell.
Yeah, it was an area spell.
Okay. I was wondering if my earplugs might help if they do that again, but I don't think it would, so.
It's more Bane is more like the opposite version of Bless. You don't actually have to hear it for it to affect you.
Gotcha.
If you don't hear the spellcaster's spell casting, they don't affect you.
That is a vision. It's like a sense of dread.
This would be an incredibly stupid idea if this was IRL, but since it's not, I will fire off a gun in an enclosed room.
I love
This
that.
guy here. That's actually what first got me thinking about the earplug.
You're like, this would be a terrible idea if this was real life. Hiya!
Yeah.
Tally ho.
My arquebus is not loaded for some reason, so I guess first action is to load. Then second
All
to
our
fire.
weapons get unloaded every time we load into the server.
Oh, okay.
Does it? My
And-
weapon's always has
Yeah.
been loaded for a while.
I've noticed
DM,
with my
can you check
weaponry.
your message?
The message once.
Alright. One action reload, second action fire, and then third action to reload, I guess. And that's my turn.
Checking my messages right now, Tilly. What? Let me see what you.
What do
said.
you want from me this time?
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-ba-bum-bum-bum.
Yeah.
I cast summon!
With blink Rick.
Aha!
He appears.
Hey, Blinkrick, I just did the smartest thing in the world, and I fired a rifle in an enclosed space.
Oh, hell yeah. I hope it was without hearing protection.
I'm the only one who has hearing protection, funnily enough.
Joke's on you, I don't have ears
Well-
to hear.
Appearing behind.
So I-
Hey, they're roots. They absorb the
I was
sound.
basically the worst person you know at the range.
Yeah.
Firing 50 BMG at the
Yeah.
side range.
Pulling out your new compensator for your AR just to piss off your neighbors at the range.
Yeah.
I just casted summon and you went Badoop!
Let me open my browser and I'll get on.
It's a different one. Let me
Appearing behind Silent in this enclosed root space, where all these mitflits, these little gremlin fae that like have a long descended pathetic existence. Mitflits are essentially extremely pathetic creatures. You know, Blinkrick. They are mites, also known as. They are self-loathing, pitiful cowards that can be bullied into servitude by pretty much anything more powerful than them. They tame insects and spider and vermin, and basically live in like mold and mildewy places. They're sad little pathetic little looking creatures. They're
They're basically internet trolls.
They're Fae in name only. Like they're long distant cousins of Fae who have like been severed from like their time living in the material realm for so long. You've just come back from a sauna full of elven noble women, Flinkrick. You are covered in water. You are like
gay.
drenched. Your hair, your beard is like very wet, and you were like surrounded by like elven noble women, discussing trade agreements in full nudity. You've just blinked back from essentially a bathhouse, a noble bathhouse.
Are we able to see where he blinks back from? Like, do I see him emerging from like a portal of elven women?
Basically, yes.
Care to explain, my friend?
Yeah, but what if it's like the Raven Guard? Yeah, where they can see into the shadow and where they came from, and yeah.
You see a whole portal behind, like a hole of a portal behind him when he comes back. When he gets teleported away, he is consumed. Like it's like the portal appears on his skin and it eats away at him and like moves inward. But like the portal he comes back from is like a hole that it opens up and he drops out of. You look up and see out of this hole water pouring in and several naked elven noble women.
Wait, the women fall through or just the water?
Just the water.
The way that was worded, I was very concerned. There's this elven women just fell through a portal.
I logged in, but it's a blank page. It's just taking its time. Hold on.
Okay.
Give it a second.
I will go ahead and roll for you. I'll add you to the combat and let you roll your combat. Yeah, Corey, you rolled me attack. You rolled damage, and let me go and add it to the midflit. As the midflit immediately, you hit it right in the head, and the midflit's like little blue skull just goes pop, and you splatter him over silent in the back, just before Blinkring appears in.
Yes, I think I already said it in character, so I'll say it again.
Look for something specific.
Blinkrick is wet and still in his gear, but he is you can tell where he came from. Dex, it's your turn.
Now is good as time as any. Another situation where it's a circumstantial, but it's beautiful. As I summon forth my sword by opening my jacket. I'm gonna have them essentially just move right here. That way it covers the floor in front of us.
Okay.
Still can't drag him around, but there we go. This one. That'd be. Let me count that out real quick. Yep, perfect.
Mark forth. All right. That's 2 of your actions, and then you want to use the last action to have it attack.
Yep, I'm gonna bite and sting.
All right. Each creature in the swarm space takes 1d4 piercing damage.
Hey, get the reflex save rolling. I saw the bite go towards Fedro.
That's not.
It'd be funny though.
Wow. He is dodging every bite.
One of them critically succeeded, so they will take no damage. The other 2 succeeded, so he'll take half damage, and then the other one will take full damage. Let me roll it for you. Oh, you rolled it. Sorry. Yeah, that's gonna be for this midflit, regular damage. Then this one, half damage, and then this one, nothing. They block it.
Did Blinkrick do his perception?
Yeah, he's got to roll whenever he's in. I didn't want to rush him because I know he's loading in. Did it ever load for you?
Wait, the one that was prone passed with disadvantage?
The one. No, he. You're right. He did. So he'll take another half damage.
Do you need me to hit a public roll?
Yeah, like do you
It's
see
up
do you see
here
in the,
on
do you
your
see in the
sheet.
bottom right where it says roll initiative?
Okay.
You're in like a long list with everybody else. You're I think at the bottom because you still have the roll.
Oh yeah.
If you
Oh,
look
okay.
at
Yes, I
the
see it now.
fighting thing,
Uh,
there's a on your picture on the fighting bar.
Nice. I like his purple one. He's got purple dye.
That's a nice guy.
I forgot to change my die.
Blinker
You
will be
can do
right
that?
after Tilly.
Yeah,
You can.
you can change the color.
It's changed according to the color you set. Whatever your user configuration.
Ah, here we go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the
sometimes
Maya
like gears will
overlay.
be configure settings and then configure die. configure die.
Do that after this combat.
All right, Silent, it's your turn.
Oh boy. I love killing defenseless
boy.
creatures.
Here I go killing again.
Forget to turn off your body cam.
What body cam? You think I operate with one?
Hey.
It's like it's just for aesthetics. Ah,
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm going to give that to Hero. He ain't gonna have that luxury. Okay, he is gonna have the fucking luxury.
he in fact will have
I'm not
that
taking
luxury.
the one. Oh, I can't roll. I can't re-roll that anymore.
So you
Yep.
critically miss with your dagger, and I'm gonna give you a fumble. You are sickened too. You try and strike at him so hard. Your knife hand is moving so fast. You slip and begin to spin so hard that you get sickened.
Oh no.
That's fine.
You were
I'll just have
you
a
were
minus
gunning
4.
for this dude. You were gunning for this dude so hard with your knife that you like spin and like are spinning around.
Oh,
Spin me right round, baby, right round.
All right. That is I think your one action. Do you did you take another action?
Oh, that's it. That's it. Throw some fun drugs and chemicals. Oh wait, there's
Drugs?
a bunch of spiders here.
What kind you got?
That's fine.
The fun kind.
He's essentially got in-game cocaine, like in Pathfinder. It's
Nice.
because the lovely man at Paizo decided to make a very rich world where there is actual drugs, and some of the drugs are references to real world stuff. And he's got grit, which is
We got
essentially-
fantasy coke.
He's got fantasy
Pretty much.
coke on him, yeah.
Nice.
Worry not
Can't
about
wait to-
spiders. It is fine.
Can't wait to do some fantasy lines.
Did you already hit a
Second
blunt
match.
with somebody in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Harem at the party. That's right.
I'll stab at this one that's just lying prone.
All right, you hit.
The earth die looks so strange.
Ooh.
I'm just not gonna stab.
No idea where that came from.
That's
Look at
Simon's
this.
catchphrase. Gonna stab.
Actually, these dice pretty much fit me. I like these now. Let's see if
Oh,
let's see if it
I
took-
like this.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Just gonna delete that. There we go. I just
That's gonna
standardize.
be 6 damage. And you kill this one. You cut across and like bounce. You cut across his back and bounce back. Like with your hand palming the back of his head. You cut across his neck the way you intend to do the first time. The little guy flops over and he's like, and you can see the light flash out of his little tiny eyes, the little beady yellow eyes.
Now for my final action,
Let's see for my final trick.
he's gonna get disrespected. I need to get rid of Sickened.
Okay.
that's so foul.
What do you mean you're getting rid of second? Let me double check. Fortitude save again.
Throw up action.
Oh, you're gonna you spend an action
Retch, I think it's called.
retching. So yeah, again, attempt a DC. I forget what the difficulty is, but yeah.
Yeah, I just rolled the 15.
Yeah. So it's the 15. So like you reduce your second value by 1.
Ooh.
So because you were at second too.
That
Alright.
was the final action.
Tilly, it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna target the guy right in front of me, and I'm gonna use the phase bolt.
Okay.
Attack. I'm gonna use it the 3 times, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack first. And roll damage.
That's a crit hit.
What's-
Nice.
What's the function key to full screen your browser?
F11.
F11.
Thank you.
Nice phase bolt hit, Tilly. That is enough damage to outright kill this one. You hold out your little tiny metal staff that is about appropriate size for you as a little 6-inch bunny.
Didn't do anything.
You hold it out. It shoots out a roaring lion of phase bolt energy that consumes this creature and nearly that ends. It fizzles out just in the nose of this one, and it's like and they all fall down and immediately surrender.
Ah, perfect.
Me.
Blink,
And they just raise Tilly over my head.
Blinkrick, it's your turn.
They don't surrender.
They surrender. It's Blinkrick's turn. What are you doing?
Don't know the meaning of the word.
Do I have line of sight to the Oh wait, there's one closer. Never mind. I'll target. There we go.
Are they like bowing to me?
Yeah, they've all thrown down their weapons and they're in the middle of doing something as Blinkrick begins to take his turn because this all happens in a round is a 6-second period. You guys are all doing stuff simultaneously. They throw down their weapons, and Blinkrick
Oh shoot.
is taking his actions. So
Maybe I shouldn't kill this person.
it's up to you.
Just do it.
Do whatever you
There's
want,
no
man.
body cam here.
This is your
It's up
perception.
to
You
you.
got this.
I'm not.
All
I'm
They're
not
right.
your mom.
pathetic enough.
I'm not your
It's
mom.
not your fault.
Yeah, I'm not your mom.
They're
The
pathetic
free,
enough. No one's gonna
the
miss
freedom
them.
of choice and a handheld gun. What a
Yeah.
day we live in.
You are free to end combat if you'd like to, Blinkrick. It's your turn, or you can continue on. It's up to you, Ben.
So I'm targeting these little fucker near me, but I don't have any options to do any attacks. There's just blanks.
Oh, so if your gun was loaded beforehand, anytime the server's reset or it's loaded into, your gun just goes out.
Is
Yeah,
your
mine's
token
zero.
on the board?
Yeah, it is. It's right behind mine.
It should
Oh.
show an air repeater and a strike thing, and it should say that they're loaded. But if not, I'll go ahead and have them reload.
Did you target a creature? Like click and press T?
Yep, I have. It's got the little red around him.
All right, and then you just it should show you on the heads-up display in one of those squares like an air repeater and a clan pistol, and you just click on strike.
Let's see.
If they're not there, I can drag them to your character sheet, or you can just open.
Yeah,
your
I'm
character sheet and
not
drag.
seeing it.
If you go to your character sheet and then go to that little diamond shape, it'll say actions, and it'll show air repeater and clan pistol. It'll let you strike there. You can also drag that to your heads-up display, and it'll let you pick it from there easier. So you can close your character sheet and do that.
Blinkrick enters the game. Surrender. I do not know the meaning of the word.
Yeah.
As
What is
you,
that word?
If you
What's that?
see me on my, I'll go ahead and yeah, you can see it. You just manipulated with it, and then you just loaded it. So now you can fire.
Wait,
So it's the
what is the-
strike one.
Okay, no, it didn't go off.
See, there we go.
Nice. Oh, that was damage. You have to roll strike first.
Oh shoot.
I'll go ahead and take that for your damage. So that's 4 damage if you hit. It's the blue one says strike, and then one says map, and then one says map.
So yeah, I see strikes.
Strike
Hmm.
plus 10 it'll say that's your first attack, and then map is like the multiple attack penalty if like you keep making more attacks. Weird.
It's not working. You guys hear that or no?
Let me
Hear
let
what?
me share my screen and do you
Okay, so it's not.
just tell me if you see this.
Is it because I only used like a... No, it's on his turn. Never mind. Because I ended up
The,
skipping the other two things since I just obliterated that guy.
Do you see this on your screen, Sako?
No. How do I get there?
Just press C and it'll bring up your character sheet,
All right.
and then you click on
Okay.
the diamond.
I'm in.
I'm currently trying to play a gun loading sound, but it's not going. So I'm sad.
Okay, I had done it through up here, through where
Oh, the action.
to the top left. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna get rid of that because that heads up display is kind of like busted. It doesn't really work the way I did it to.
Gotcha.
So
Okay, so should I just get my turn then because I did it through there?
No. Just click on strike and it'll. Oh, you already did it.
All right.
You did it. Never mind. So you got it.
Okay.
You got to it. You got to it. I just missed it. You miss. You can take two more shots if you want to. Because you have a air repeater, so it's got 3 bullets. So you can just shoot. So it just goes actions, and then there's really strikes, and then yeah. That one hits, and then I'll accept the damage. So it's gonna be 4 damage on the mid-foot, and then you have a third attack.
Why not? Let's pop him again.
And I managed to hit him as well. And go ahead and roll damage. So click right there on where in the chat.
Sounds aren't going through. Weird.
There we go. And that's 5 damage on him. And you double tap him, and he's got 2 bullet holes in his room. He is on death's door, and you can see he crawls towards you on his little knees, and he with hands like clasped like he's praying towards you. His hands clasped like he's praying towards you, Blinkrick. He's not holding his dagger anymore. He's on his knees. And he's holding his chest where you've gunshot him. You gut shot at him, and you've shot him in the shoulder, and he's.
Nice.
And it's now Fekra's turn.
Did you make your body?
Say like thoughts and prayers for him or something.
Yeah.
What pathetic little creatures.
Pour one out for my homie, and by pour one out, I mean load one in.
Well, I'll accept your surrender.
And they hold their hands and like they're bowing to you like almost like reverencing you. Their hands up, hands down on the ground on either side of them, hands up in the air, and they're like fanning you in praise. And like I will say, combat ends.
Well, he accepts your surrender.
Oh,
I'm not subject to surrender.
okay. So
Here's what I was gonna do.
Gotta finish the
I was
round.
gonna try to speak to them again in my native language Goblin since they reacted the first time, at least somewhat.
Okay.
I will accept your surrender. What are your names, little ones?
And you hear in very, very broken Goblin, because it's not their actual language, but it's an offshoot of it. In Sakroth or Undercommon, they essentially tell you, doggy, brog, and flag. Don't hit, don't shoot, don't cut.
Which one's flag?
This one is flag.
Because I'm also speaking in Goblin now.
His name is Dog. Yo, Dog, what's up?
You're looking for a mask. Do you have one? Or an idol of such?
I'm vital. I don't know what you mean. We got a little statue. That's all we got.
Where's that statue?
Where's the boss?
Take us there. And then I'll turn to the others. They're gonna take us to their boss.
Well,
Uh,
those two
your
are.
boss.
Flag's not going anywhere. He's gonna stay right here.
And like Flag is like Flag is like holding a bleeding gunshot wound. Like he is actually trying to stem the tide of blood. He is at death's door. I think he's at 1 HP.
Oh my god.
But I'm your boss.
I'll go ahead and end combat and let you guys move about freely. As you guys all get 48 XP. This was a low encounter, even though there was 5 of those things. They're not strong creatures. Each one of them would have popped if you just touched them. Do the swarms go back into you,
Flag?
Dex? Or are you continuing to command the swarm?
Yeah, this swarm's gonna go back into me. That way, it doesn't just randomly poke people.
Okay. As it
Hey,
it's
Flag, a
swallowed back
little
in. Sorry.
This will help you out. Give him a little bit of grit.
Oh,
No.
He like
Ah.
takes a little bit.
drugs.
Let me see if there's an effect that grit needs to be rolled on.
There is.
I'm so sad that my soundboard isn't working.
He takes a
'cause I
little
have
bit of it.
so
He's
many
like spits on it. He
misses.
spits on his finger and rubs his finger in the grit and like rubs the inside of his lips, like like running it across the inside of his lips.
Like, I don't give him a full dose, just enough for him to ease.
He is going to take the grit, and he is going to see if he makes the save.
Autobots.
That plays.
Why?
Why's my gun one?
Why?
That's the shortest soundboard I have.
He fails, and now develops a addiction to grit.
Well,
Too bad he can't get it anywhere else.
right.
Overlord's here.
Okay. Well, for some reason these sound.
He does,
sound
however,
different.
gain +1 bonus to athletics, crafting, and performance checks, and a -2 status to penalty to perception. He is kind of, and he like lays back on his back, and he's holding his little belly where the gunshot wound is, and he's a little bit in a different world right now, but you have he's still at death's door. He's not healed, and laying on his back has stopped the stem of the blood. The blood has like got a gravity feed out his body, so it's stemmed a little bit. As the two other Misfits kind of so and like you're hearing every other word, Frekro. He said, but they do eventually say, they step to the side and they both like bow before you. And you say, "War room over there, war room."
What is your boss's name?
Significant creatures. It is very odd that they have a war room.
Tickleback.
Pickleback.
Tickleback. Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
Tickleback.
Tickleback.
Nickelback. I was like, what?
No, it is not in fact Grammy Award winning Nickelback. Critically acclaimed band.
Nickelback.
Yeah.
Yes, Tilly.
Or that he's gonna stay right here. Let's go.
Ah, yes.
Alright.
My character.
Your boss's name is
Tickleback.
Hickleback.
Because I've got the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Now
dragging
that
items.
This
Hickleback.
now
Yeah,
that
something
Flag
like
is
that.
addicted to grit, he'll have severe hallucinations, numbing, and uncontrollable rage. Once he can't get his fix in like 10 minutes.
Uncontrollable rage is wild. The most feeble creature is like, I have rage. Okay.
Well,
Give this thing anger issues.
go on then.
No.
Introduce us to your boss.
He's always had anger issues.
Don't make us go with you. We don't want. Please, and he begs you.
No. Introductions are best way to start.
And
wait.
other one pathetically pushes the one that's more angry, and like he backs up. And
Oh, wait.
bows his head.
Hold on, you two. I start speaking in common. Anyone got some rags?
Uh,
Why do you want rags?
yes.
Don't
Question.
ask. Just give me some rags if you have any.
I'm gonna ask.
Heck.
I give him a rag.
Thank you.
I'm like, I don't
I
know
put
what.
some black powder in there.
Oh, that's
Aw.
concerning. This is the beginning of a bomb.
I'm sorry, I got the name of their leader wrong. There are two named Mitflets. The proper name of the leader is Grabbles. Tickleback is the name of his his pet.
Where did Silent get black powder
Herbal?
from?
I can make it.
Apparently everybody can make that.
I make
can't.
5
That
doses of
rope.
black powder.
And that rope.
And
said
put it in the
Grabbles?
I put it in the rag.
I can't make gunpowder.
Wrap it
Guns
up.
are not super common. Black powder, on the other hand, can be found everywhere. Everybody can make it.
I've got. Ooh, what's this thing do again?
It's the wand of magic missile, like
Okay.
Grant's wishes, right?
That's not what it does.
Wait.
What were
If
you
you want
doing,
to hurt the enemy,
Silent?
yes.
What were you doing, Silent?
I put 5 doses of black powder in this rag. I wrap it up and tighten the bundle as tight as possible and secure it with a rope with enough rag space that there is enough for a makeshift fuse.
Ah.
And I put a little bit of alcohol in that makeshift fuse.
Man's just made a crackhead's grenade.
What the fuck?
It is gunpowder within a cloth, which has no. There will be nothing containing the concussive force of this, and nothing shrapnelizing from the bag. It will mostly just be
Yeah, I know.
light explosion.
That's all I'm
A
looking
loud
for.
grenade.
That's
Like
all it is.
A rather loud
flashbang.
boom. A rather loud boom. Yes.
It's just gonna be a flashbang.
Not fine.
What are you
Nothing
doing with it?
special. I started speaking Goblin again. You said he's in there?
Yeah, Grabbles and Tickleback are in there.
How many others are in there?
Everybody else, all our other friends, and they're not speaking to you in common. They're speaking to Fekro in Broken Goblin.
I can speak Goblin as well.
Okay, they're speaking in
Goblin.
like very very Broken Goblin. You're catching every other word.
That's a weird looking statue.
Other room, there, a few other people.
Okay. Stay here if you want to live.
No. We need one of them to introduce us.
Oh, you got a torch, by the way? I need to light this. I'm going to just toss it in.
What?
What?
No,
What better way
we
of
need to
making
gather
introductions?
information first.
Well, we can gather information after we put them on death's door.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You hear the other one say? Because
Me
they
and
have
Fekro
no idea what you're
arguing in
saying, but
Goblin.
they're like.
Playlist, we
This-
do diplomatic first, and then we do explosive.
Where's the fun in that?
Diplomacy?
Dang, can't throw it up.
Where's the fun of that? Throw up in front of me. I don't believe you are well.
I'm
Well-
well enough. I made this.
All right. I'm assuming he's just gonna point you guys there, and he's waiting for whoever wants to move forward to meet Grabbles and the other Mitflets and Tickleback.
Do we have anything that could light a fire? Or a torch on hand? That's
I
already
mean,
lit.
Why are you
Oh,
asking
no.
such an obvious question when you can just... I mean, just look at me.
He is the explosives man.
I'm asking you.
So is it the
Got
yes, is
something?
what I'm hearing.
Got something I can use?
The answer... The question is, do I want to let you use it?
I'll give it right back. When am I not giving you something back?
Me and Tilly just existing.
I'm just like staring down the like the weapon. I'm like, my
Right.
minion.
The chaos inside me is in turmoil.
Can we
I do
can we
like
see
booms.
can we see the statue from where we're at? I can see it on the table, but I mean, like, if we can actually see it, though.
Make me a perception check. From this distance, you're seeing them talk, and like, you're like remaining silent, and like, I need whoever's Dex and silence specifically. Either of you in that position. Dex,
Do you guys have
you
night
can
vision?
definitely see it. Let me double check that you do have.
Because I can't, because from
Thank you,
where Tilly's holding the crystal, I
Echo.
can see the statue. I'm just wondering if my character can see it.
You can see it. I'm just trying to make sure that you have night vision. Because if you do, you can definitely see it. Like,
Oh no, I don't have night vision. I think I have
So
like
you guys want to do diplomacy first, and then we do other things, or how do you guys want to do it?
you have basic
any-
vision, but Tilly is with you, so like you can see shreds of it, and you see a map on the table. I need you to make me a second perception check. I'm gonna bring up a pop up for you, and this is not so much whether or not you see it, it's whether or not you recognize what it is. Do you have scouting lore?
I don't believe so. Let me see.
It's actually a survival check. I'm sorry. I'll
Oh,
take.
it's relevant.
You rolled a 7, so like whatever your plus is to survival. 7 plus whatever.
+4.
+4. No, you have no idea what's on the table. You can just tell it's like a bunch of scribbles. It's a piece of paper with a bunch of scribbles, and they're like very intensely talking. In the center of this room, there's a rickety table held together with twine, covered with filthy checkered tablecloth, and a heaped with mounds of dirt, twigs, and gravel, apparently arranged to form some sort of map. What the map is, you're not really sure. At the edge of the map, weighing down a scrap of paper, rests a blood-stained ivory statue of what looks like a crouching reptilian devil. A bulging burlap sack sits under the table. Grabble stands near the table, squabbling with squabbling over things, something in sackcloth with his 4 little mitt-foot advisors. Looming nearby is Tickleback, his pet and mount, a stocky tunnel tick the size of a bugbear. It looks like a 6-legged little creature, almost like a spider. It's the size of a bugbear, and it is like a disgusting looking, very immense creature that he rides on top of.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and relay that information since Silent described that it's not going to be a incendiary bomb or anything. It's more of a flashbang. As long as it is not damaged what is on the table, I'm seeing something of a map, I believe, as well as the item we
depends on
seek.
where it blows up.
I'm going in.
Violently or
I'm gonna like this if you fail.
walkingly?
Just so you know.
I know.
I'm gonna hold back, stay hidden, and if I see all diplomacy fail, I'm going to toss a flashbang.
Okay.
Good DM,
Hello.
sir. Can I have my swarm?
And so, anyways, we need to make sure that the proper we send scouts on the left and the right, and then through we'll organize a push to the middle after we've distracted. What? Who are you?
And
I'm a friend.
The 4 mitt-foot advisors turn around, and they do not speak common, but he turns around, he recognizing you speaking in common, he says, "Meh. Nobody I know speaks common. What? No friend I have. I don't got no friends. I got people under me, and I got myself. What are you? Who are you?"
I start speaking in Goblin instead. My name is Fekro. How do you do?
And you like, I can't do it with my mouth, but every time he talks, he kind of. I have a lisp, but not that bad. Gravel has an unusually large gasp between his teeth, and it causing him to make kind of a whistling sound when he talks. And he said, "I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my cave, we're gonna have a problem. I am the leader of this place."
Yes, am I to understand that you're Sir Gobbles?
I'm Grabbles.
And he's like, you can see he's a particularly unsightly little mitt-foot who's covered in pimples that decorate his face and tongue.
Grabbles, my apologies. I've come with a
Has-
proposal for you.
Has been touched by the blight.
Soon to be friend.
Make an impression. Target him and make an impression.
So DM, could I summon my
Which
swarm
one is it?
before
This
this?
Is it? Oh, it's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's crawling before you can finish your conversation. He's crawling on top of Tickleback, his like little tick, and he's like,
Pickleback.
I'm saying.
Why?
Hmm.
Why?
You
know
just
what?
see
I'll-
silence
you know
like
what?
readying
It's
the
just-
sparks.
It's just not my day for diplomacy. I'll take it though.
He said, see, the thing is, I'm pretty sure you probably killed some of my friends.
and he kind of has that sound that like a little bit more pathetic, but he kind of sounds like who is it? The boxer. You kind of
Tyson?
like Tyson. Yeah, he's
Tyson.
getting a little listed because his teeth and
My
Um,
sense motive pass.
he's crawling on top of his tick, his stocky tunnel tick, to essentially like attack you, ride his mount into battle.
Flashbang.
Flashbang followed up by plants. Gah!
I will
Oh,
let you
there's no
both make those
action.
attacks immediately as we enter combat, but just just so you know, those will be the attacks you
Oh, no.
make on your turn, whatever your turn order is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna do that on my turn. I was just holding that, saying that as like what I'll be doing when it's my turn.
Well, just to let you know, I actually haven't killed any of your friends.
You're not wrong.
To tell you the truth, I haven't killed any of your friends.
Not yet.
Hmm. That's a very true statement as well. I tried to be friendly and he attacked
So
me.
there's no actual item for flashbangs.
Hmm.
How ironic.
I literally just made it up on the fly. Like I
Flashbang.
have all this black powder. I have a rag now.
I'm going to say one of them is stunned. Roll me a. I'm gonna roll a d5.
Be right back.
Well, I mean, there's a sound equivalent of a flashbang.
And this one is going to be stunned. The fifth one, Grabbles, them, and then the fifth Mifflet's going to be stunned. And then they are going to effectively he's going to mount up on his little Tickleback. I'm going to need you to like basically bite this dude in half. I don't know who you are. You come into my kingdom, into my Sycamore, and you come into my war room while I'm making my war plans against the kobolds, and you gonna die. And he mounts up on Tickleback, and essentially this would be combat for you guys.
Hey, you asked for this fight. I'm just gonna go ahead and end it.
I started speaking Goblin. I told you we should have just started with this.
Did
Blink
you
Rick and
guys
Corey.
go into
Yeah.
the statue yet?
Blink Rick, Corey, go ahead and roll for me. Roll initiative for me.
What was that, Tilly?
I don't think they're
I
present.
was asking if you guys asked him if for the statue yet, or you
We can
said
see the
something
statue.
like that with your mom.
Right there.
You unleash a small surge of shouting the bullet with potential energy. Yeah, go ahead and add that to your character sheet, Corey. You get that energy shot. I'm gonna drag it to you real quick. What do you want? Acid, cold, fire, or electricity?
Fire.
Fire. Okay.
It sounds like a great idea, Underground.
And then Blinkrick, are you there, Blinkrick?
It's as great an idea as shooting a rifle in an enclosed space.
Luckily, I don't need to breathe. Hooray!
He's muted, so I don't think he's present.
Okay, I'll roll for him, and in case anything comes up. Alright. Dex, you are first in the turn order. You immediately use your flourishing flora. What are you using? Cacti,
There it is.
He's right here.
flowers, fruits, or roots?
Yes, I'm going to be activating the the flowers for the poison effect.
Okay, the flowers. All right. Go ahead and click that, and then you place the 5-foot burst wherever you want it.
Yep. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, it doesn't stay there. It's just there.
Are you actually there?
Yeah, he's there. Soccer's there.
Hmm.
Don't
No,
question
I'm just
my
hearing
soccer.
shit.
Don't question my soccer.
No,
The sanity is fathomable at most.
Sako, y'all, Fekro the Goblin just tried to like negotiate with this little Mitflit king in his war room, and he said, "I don't know who you are, and you kind of entering my fucking war room." And he kind of talks like a lisp. He's whistling between his teeth like Mike Tyson. And he says, "I'm crawling on my big old tick, and my tick's gonna bite your face and die." Then he got flashbanged. I'm gonna target them. So ETGD. And then they each need to make a save. Oh, wait, what happened?
Oh, there it goes. They are weirdly consistent with these dice.
Very consistent. What?
Oh. It's damage is damage.
Go ahead and roll me damage, and it'll be half for each of them.
Yep.
They each save, so they don't get the dazzled
effect, yeah.
the dazzled effect, but you do damage to them. So that's 4 damage on each Mitflit. You see a little burst of flowers, like a little bit burst of poisonous flowers, and they open up almost like mouths, like just kind of going, whoop, and like the flowers let out a burst of like almost like pollen, but it's like green pollen, and the Mitflits begin to cough, and they all take 4 damage. Next, you have one more action, Dex. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and cast my guidance. Where that will be. There you are. On Corey.
Silent, you're gonna have one less action because you threw that flashbang.
Yeah.
So,
There you go. Now you have the guidance effect.
Okay. All right. Next up is Silent.
Best to aim between eyes as I cast guidance.
Yeet.
The world stalled for a second, and then the music kicked in. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it was really loud in my headphones.
Yeah, that's my bad. I gotta. It auto starts combat when the music when the combat starts. So I gotta fix that. Silent.
It's okay, it's like Morrowind.
Yeah. Yeah. So you know that you're in combat. You managed to hit him with the dread ampule, and it splashed.
Where's the music stop?
Who are you targeting?
Refresher quick.
Yeah,
This one.
because there's a splash damage of as well.
Okay, so you definitely hit him. Roll damage.
Oh, I didn't roll that.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead and roll it. Nice, yours is better. So you roll for that one damage, and then splash onto
Everyone gets one.
Yeah, splash onto everyone else. Tickleback roars and grab on it. Yeah, you're gonna fucking suffer for that. And like, it is now Corey's turn.
Oh, I had one more action.
Oh, you had one more action. My bad.
King Corey in the house, or in this case, cave.
And I'm just gonna pull out my secondary weapon.
Okay. All right, Corey, it's your turn.
All right. I will take a shot at the leader himself here. Let me go in and fire that off. Damn.
You crit fail, in which case you are going to receive a.
Can I use a hero point on that and
Yeah.
reroll it?
Yeah, you'll have hero points for that reason.
Yeah, I'm maxed out right now anyway, so.
Oh.
You manage to hit on Tickleback.
Alright.
I love the names.
And you do 8 damage, plus 1 fire burning. So that is 8 damage to him, and that is your
First action.
first action. Yes, your first action. My bad.
I'll use my second action to reload my gun, and then can I use telekinetic projectile on him?
Yeah, you can. So as you what are you telekinetic projectile? Are you just pulling out a bullet and like letting it fly?
Oh, this is like a. This is like earthy. I'm assuming there's not really too many good like rocks around I can throw. So yeah, I'll do the bullet.
Yeah, you kind of grab out of your bag and hold up a bullet in between your fingers, and it kind of hums of and it boom, it pops out of your hands with like telekinetic speed and misses him. It plinks against the root walls on the back.
To be honest, it doesn't work as well as I like think because it's not. I forgot since it's a spell, it's using my intelligence.
Yeah.
So I should probably be using that first, but whatever.
All right, and next is the turn order is going to be Grabbles. Grabbles riding on Tickleback is going to command Tickleback to move for 1 action. So he's going to use diplomacy to command an animal. So he's going to let me go ahead and roll that. Command an animal.
Please get a nat 1. This would be comical.
Nope. He commands Tickleback to move his Tickleback's full movement. And Tickleback's full movement is 15, so it's going to move towards Fekro.
In the Fekro, back up. This is best time for tight corners.
And then Gravels is going to, with his trident, he's going to look down. He's gonna think about using a spell. He's like, "Hey, why don't you fucking bang him? Hit him with bane!" And he turns back around and he's gonna use his vengeful anger, and he's going to attack you with his trident. From a distance, he's going to like throw his trident down at you.
I see.
I just realized we're about to have 2 mounted combatants fight. Tilly the Mighty Wizard and Grabbles over here.
That definitely hits your AC.
Yep, that's a hit.
And it's 1, so it's 6 damage for Fekro.
Ow.
He didn't realize he's barely hurt you, and he said, "Oh fuck,
Owie.
Ow.
Tis
That
but a
hurt.
scratch, but how dare you? You scuffed my jacket.
Whatever will I do?
And he's
And
going
passive demoralization.
to he's going to look down at Gravels. Like, Gravels, you need to get him, and then he's gonna make another attack at you with his trident. And hits you
Dang it.
for 10 damage.
Ow. That actually hurt.
Yeah. It now is the Midflit's turn, who are going to move forward.
On the trident the wrong way.
One at a time. Each one of them is going to move forward and like kind of flank Fekro. So this one, how much movement does this Midflit get?
Oh boy.
Its speed.
I might
20.
need assistance.
1,
That's fine,
2,
let's run up
3,
there.
4. It's now flanking you, so you're off guard.
One time I have a close space ability. My ally's in the way, and I didn't prepare the pheromone yet.
It's going to use its vengeful anger, and then it's going to attack you with its melee. That's missed by 3, and then it's going to attack you one more time, since that's the only thing it can do. And it hits, so it's going to do damage.
Dang it.
That's 2 damage. Next in the turn order is going to be the next Midflit. It's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. It's now behind you, Vecro.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to target you, and now it's got its vengeful anger activated. It's going to also it's going to cast Bane on the rest of the party. So it's going to place its 5-foot emanation, and it's going to try and hit everybody with this right here. So that's going to be all you guys. And it is going to cast Bane. So what does Bane do? Yep, target them. So T, 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 T. And I'm going to need all of you guys to make me Bane saves. Otherwise you take penalties to your attacks. You save Dex, you crit save Silent, you fail Tilly, and you save. So Tilly takes. Tilly gets this Bane effect. So you get a -1 on your attacks, Tilly. And then the other Midflit is going to move up as well. So all of them are moving as unison, all towards core to Fekro. So Fekro is going to take the brunt of this attack wave. He moves up. He's going to attack you with his vengeful anger and melee. And crit fails.
Yay.
So he fumbles, and he gets tangled in his gear and gets encumbered until he spends 2 actions to free himself. So he's going to immediately spend his 2 actions to free himself from the encumbered status. He's like covered in stuff, and like he realizes he's like loaded down with all the gear and all the treasure that they were discussing. It kind of drops it all to like better attack you next turn. Next in the turn order is going to be Tickleback, the little tick. And the tick that he's riding on, the giant, like, very, like, almost terrifying, like, almost giant spider-like tick, is going to target you, Fekro. And it's going to attempt to do a blood drain.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Blood man.
So,
Oh yeah.
Fuck your blood.
So first it needs to strike you with its Hypostome in order to do a blood drain. So first I need to actually land a hit.
Oh.
It lands the hit.
Dang it.
And attaches you. When the giant tick strikes a creature larger than itself, its barged Hypostome attaches to that creature. This is similar to grabbing, but the giant tick moves with that creature rather than holding it in place. It is flat-footed while attached, so Tickleback is now flat-footed. If the giant tick is killed or pushed away while attached, when it has used blood drain, the creature takes bleed damage. So you need to make me a DC Fortitude save.
Okay.
That -1 status penalty, was that for hit points or was it for
It's because he's off guard. Because he's like flanked. You succeeded.
for the Bane on this?
You will not get no, the Bane on you is a -1 attack penalty because like you failed the roll. It's a spell that was cast on you by one of the Midflits.
Okay.
You succeed, and you will not get tick fever, which would slowly progress over the day.
Oh no.
But he is going to blood drain you. And this is going to deal 1d4 damage. And what else is it going to do? It gains temporary hit points equal to the damage dealt. And you're going to get drained 1.
Tucker isn't having a good time.
No. I'm getting whittled down.
That's what happens when we do diplomacy.
Suicide
We did
bomb.
diplomacy with the Colcokes, and we came out on top.
Yes,
We did
but
diplomacy. We did diplomacy with many creatures, and it's come out on top. This is just the
we're here
unfortunate
for a
circumstance.
specific goal.
This just happens sometimes, okay?
Now that it's
Mhm.
attached to you, and now that it has done its hypostone blood drain, it's going to try and attack you again at a map penalty.
These circumstances of life is c'est la vie.
It misses, and that is everything's turn that's been attacking you. Blinkrick, it's now your turn. You're kind of in the
God.
back, avoiding the chaos, but like you're kind of behind everybody else.
Mm.
The important part is I'm still alive.
Now I'm still standing. Dun, 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 dun.
Do I have line of sight to these nerds?
You do, but you'd be firing through people, so it'd be at a penalty. They'd have
Oh,
guard.
okay.
You gotta
Are you
kinda
referring to
Shoot.
these ones, or are you referring to these ones?
Oh yeah, well, yeah. What about these over here? Yeah.
They
I mean-
are. Let's
They
say
get scared of us.
they're scared of you. They are scared
Mm.
of you. Yes.
They're not
Well,
fighting, man.
They're not
Those
Might
are
fighting.
my
have
know.
stopped
minions.
from just putting
They were
them down.
cowering.
They are cowering for now.
Okay.
Nothing
Take their
stopping
lunch money, maybe.
putting them down.
My brain went to, oh, so we're starting this, are we? Pulls out a gun, executes right in front of us. It's like, oh, damn.
It's like Billy running the wrong way on the baseball field.
How do I move my boy?
Just click on him and drag him.
Or arrow keys, or
You have-
WASD.
You
Yeah,
have
okay.
how much movement do you have?
Can I move there?
28.
Yeah, you can move there. That's 20 movement. Yeah.
I'll do that. And this unfortunate fella in front of me.
I really wish my soundboard was working. I want the gun loading sound for you guys.
Click clack. I think I
Truly.
have one from. I don't have Discord Nitro, so like I can't play sounds from different servers. But I have a gun loading sound from Fallout, so I could play that if I had Nitro.
I don't see it, unfortunately.
Fallout, you say?
You should get Nitro. It advances your shit posting.
Yeah.
It really does.
Weapons grade shit posting.
This. Okay, I got this nerd targeted.
Okay.
Which Fallout
Uh,
server?
The Fallout. I run a Fallout D&D server too.
Oh, okay, so you got your personal one.
Side gig.
He's cheating on us.
Yeah.
Me looking for a Fallout server to like grab sound clips from.
That misses. I actually am thinking about creating a unified server and like having like hidden channels and like inviting everybody into it. It's just a lot of work, and I already have 2 existing servers. But I'm thinking about creating a unified server and linking it to in my stream so like fans can come and discuss the show. Like, but we're not that big yet, so
Yet. That's the key word. Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
You miss a roll attack for me
Admi-
again, Blinkrick, because you get 2
Okay.
attacks.
Not
This one
admiration,
this one had a
aspiration.
map penalty.
That's the words.
That one hits, and that's gonna be roll damage.
Oh, this is a Discord server.
8 damage, nice.
Ooh. Max.
As you bust this dude, and he immediately like, where are you shooting this little guy? In his little body, he's got this little itty bitty like blue body with a little knife on him, and this little big ass head that's like too uneven for his entire setup. Like he would topple over if it weren't for his muscles holding him down. And where are you shooting this little guy as he blows open?
Perfect. Yeah, with the body like that, that's the perfect shot placement for the T zone.
Yeah, you hit him right in the little yellow eye, and like you see a little gunk come out as like you blow through him, and he just kind of flops. Interestingly enough, forward, not backwards like most people do. You take note of that, and that is the end of your turn. Fekro, you are surrounded. It is your turn. You are flanked. What are you doing?
Well, the obvious thing is to move.
Where
So I will
is
go
it?
ahead and do so. I will take a step. Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. As you take
Uh,
a
Go
step, you get an attack of opportunity. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, you're good.
ahead. It'd be real funny, Dex, if you took control of this tick. Anyways,
But you see, there's already gonna be another beast on the board.
I'm gonna start throwing some bombs because they hurt me, so I want to hurt them back. So, how about I like fire?
What
We're
else?
doing
Nick?
Fire in a cave.
We're doing fire today. It's fine. And I'm gonna let the fire burst out, so I'm not gonna contain the splash this time.
Smoke inhalation is a lie made by the government.
So it'll hit 3 creatures in total with the splash.
We're in a cave with tree roots.
As I'm targeting Grabbles. And it looks like I hit, so damage. Juicy damage. Burn. Please.
Alright, so you hit the main one. And
I
deal
attacked Grabbles.
13 damage to Grabbles. And everyone else gets hit around Grabbles. Not a ton of them. It's mostly just the tick and the tick that Grabbles is on, and that takes 2 damage. So that's 2 damage, and then the Mitflit next to him that takes 2 damage. But the other 2 are kind of sided up against the wall, so they didn't get hit.
Yep, that's fine. And with my third and final action, I will go ahead and just do it one more time. Because how dare they? Still gonna attack Grabbles.
Okay.
-5. Well, still splash.
Splash, splash, I'm taking a run.
Alright, that's gonna be 2, what, it's not crit, so wouldn't be 2 damage, or would it be? How much? Yeah, 2 splash damage.
2 splash. 2 splash to all 3.
So Grabbles takes 2 splash damage, this guy takes 2 splash damage. And the Tickleback takes 2.
I had me concerned for a second. I had my mouse hovering over the tickle bag, and I just saw him in the top right corner, so I thought he was right next to us. I just saw like
Burn
the
for your
giant like PNG
transgressions.
image. I was like, ah!
Damn it. I'm not feeling great, Tickle, are you? We gotta finish this little goblin dude. He's probably the boss, and then we'll finish the rest of him.
I try to be nice.
Kelly, it's your turn.
You've earned my ire.
And as he's burned, he turns to the rest of them. He says, "Hey, you! Quit hiding back there now, or I stab you too!" And the other 2 Mitflits will roll initiative.
I turn to them and in Goblin I say, "Remember what happened to the previous ones."
He crit fails that one that you just turned to and talked to.
Wait. Why is the Mitflit?
I'm gonna intimidate them with that if I can. Can I?
Ooh, I like your like snow silver dye.
Master. Thank you. It's I try to match it with the weapon I'm creating.
Yep, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Damage. Very good damage.
What are you
You were
rolling
not
with?
there, Master.
What do you mean?
You rolled a arcane spell attack, but it didn't. What are you rolling that for? Like, what spell are you guessing?
Phase bolt?
Phase bolt.
What are you doing? Explain yourself this instant.
Okay, so it's 44 piercing. Yeah, that was right. Because I never knew a cantrip that did like that much damage.
It might be because of the what's that called?
Hide.
Hold on, let me scroll over it. Unlimited duration. The follow the expert thing. You add your level as proficiency bonus to the associated skill check.
Huh.
Even if you're
Nice.
untrained. Additionally, you gain a circumstance bonus to your skill check based on your ally's proficiency.
Yeah.
But I also have the -1 status penalty because of the Bane.
Yeah, so you still hit even despite the -1.
Yeah, I still hit. Hell yeah, I do.
You point your finger and project a magical bolt of energy. What does your bolt of energy appear as? What kind of like shape does it manifest forth in silver?
It looks like it shoots out like it. You know the words are hard. So just like a flame vertically goes like almost white and then yellowish and then blue and then like the orange. It goes out horizontally as silver, and then you see the emmed glowy blue string of magic flowing behind, and it spirals out into like mist, but very powerful, and you can almost like see a hum as it just shoots straight across towards him. And I'm like,
I'm the only leader here.
And Grables takes a huge whopping damage from this like silvery mist that emits silvery blue mist that emits forth from you, and he gets thudded and he's like, "Oh, get the little batty, get the little bunny, you idiots! No, run and grab the centipedes!"
get the little baddie, get the little bunny.
Or
he got a baddie.
That is your 2 actions. You still have 1 action left, Tilly.
And then I'm gonna. Where is it? Okay. I haven't used any of these yet, so I'm gonna use the Hand of the Apprentice.
Okay. As you fling your little tiny metal staff, like the accoutrement with the little doll. If you bought Tilly in the store, like the accessory would be the little staff.
It says I don't have enough focus points, but I haven't shot anything that has
Oh, you guys didn't rest.
that wasn't
since
just a
yesterday.
cantrip today.
You guys didn't.
Oh, really?
Didn't rest because this is the same day as when you fought Tartuk.
Oh shoot! That means that this has already been cast, and so is the Blazing Bolt. Let me put that back. I have one more move left.
We simply haven't refocused our chi.
Yeah.
I'll use harm. It's kind of like the only thing I can.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it.
Me, a skeleton, we love seeing harm. Let's go.
Harm versus just level 1 harm. It is a range of touch, so you have to actually be touching him. So you can move up towards him, basically, because you're not in.
Don't I have to move?
Yeah, you'd have to move, so you actually can't cast this at level 1 on him. Because you only have 1 action left.
Only I was injured. I was like, you can cast it on me.
All right, I'm just gonna use the shield. I'm gonna just shield myself instead. That's yeah.
That's smart because I'm about to go in.
Well, wait, how do I fix that? Did it function?
I got it.
Yeah, just do the shield. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
dragging it over.
Okay. Can you delete the harm off of there?
Yeah.
Thanks. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Appreciate it.
Alright, next in the turn order is the 2 Mitflits who just were threatened by Silent, and they're going to, with much hesitation, look back and forth and look at the group and look at how many people are dying and look at the fact that they keep dying. They're going to shout to the Mitflit flag, and they're going to say, "Flag, run and grab the big ones, grab the centipedes."
I'm gonna when I finish that move, I was gonna like look at Dex and be like, "Hey, Dex," and then like have him see the shields are up.
In Goblin, I'm gonna say, "Hey, Flag, I got more grit."
Flag is going to run off when it's his turn, and he's going to go grab the centipedes, and he'll be back by round What round of combat are we in?
We're still in round 1.
Yeah, he's gonna be back by round 3, so he's gonna disappear, and by round 3 he'll be back with the giant centipedes. The other two
There's
are
more?
going to move up and going to target you, Silent, and they're going to attempt to stab you in their vengeful rage.
Well, that's not very nice.
Do they see me though?
You never told me that you were hidden.
My initiative is stealth.
Your initiative with stealth. So no, they don't see you. They're just going to, I guess, target someone else that they're close to. So this Mitflit is going to attempt a tumble through towards Corey, and tumble to the other side and try and flank him. That's his first action, so he's going to try and tumble through. And he manages, low as he is, he does a little baseball slide and slides right under Corey's feet, flanking Corey. And he's going to now put Corey off guard and stab Corey.
Damn, how tiny is that thing?
He's itty bitty. He hits by 8, he almost crits you, Corey. And hits you for 6 damage. The other one is going to, well, that was his 1, 2, yeah, he gets another attack, so. Let's see what spells he got. Nope, no spells, so he's just gonna make another attack. And he crit misses. Critically hitting himself with the attack. His knife bounces off of you, like slips in his hand, and he cuts himself across the hand with it.
That's a critical cut.
Yeesh.
He takes 8 damage as his knife bounces against you, like he tries to stab you. The stab runs against your armor, and his hand runs against the slide because there's no crossguard on the hilt, and he just cuts his whole hand open.
Damn.
The other Midplate says, "You idiot! Chat dog, you idiot!" And he just kind of.
Is he on our side now? Like...
No.
He's going to strike at you 3 times. That hits. For 4 damage on Corey.
I am the mosh pit, apparently.
He misses, and he's not going to take a third hit. He's going to step back this time, and he's going to put some distance in between you. That's going to be his turn. And next in the turn order is going to be back around in the second round to Dex. Animal form for Dex. What animal form are you picking, dude?
Do a shark. It'll be funny.
That's a lot. The shark would die. It needs water.
That's what makes it funny.
I think he's muted.
Yeah, but if they stay still, like
Yeah, he is.
if he dies, they can't like stay still.
Dex, you're muted.
Is Dex in the room with us now?
Someone at the Ouija board will find out.
How's
He
that?
can't talk. He's an
There he is.
animal.
There we go. I was wondering. I'm not muted? Question mark. I looked at all my no red lights. Okay. Yes, I was gonna say as Tilly showed that she has cast shield. I'm like, what animal would the mighty Tilly ride into battle?
Oh. Well, you can't be a dog because that thing's a giant tick. Or an ape, or a bear.
There it is.
How about?
Hell yeah.
Well, actually, all of these have like really cool stuff. How far away are we? 25 feet.
Yeah.
Sweet. That'd be hilarious.
Turns into an orca.
Well, I was thinking
Orc fills up space well.
if we turn you into a dog, we'll be like show you what a real dog looks like.
I don't think there's a dog option.
I don't see
There's
dog.
Yeah, canine.
Rabbit. Oh
Canine.
yeah.
Okay.
I can't read.
Okay. You want to turn into a canine?
Sure, that works for me.
Okay.
As you see the skeletal visage of a lizard converts and reassembles into a canine.
Yeah, you see a little
Do like
skeleton
a
dog.
bull mastiff or is it a bull mastiff?
You can't tell because
Great
it's
Dane,
just a skeletal
It's
dog.
bones.
It's just bones.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's just all bones.
Oh,
Skull
wow.
dog.
Okay.
All birds.
Bloodhound? Nah, I'm the bone hound.
Yeah.
All right, and it is now you've got 2 actions. You got one more movement, one more action.
Okay. Canine moves it to 40 feet. All right, perfect. Immediate threat is yonder. I'm gonna go ahead and stand right here.
Okay.
Since I can stand on top of a body, I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to flank this one.
Sounds good. All right, and that in that case, he is now off guard because you were flanking him.
Yep. Yeah, you just hear like bones rattling, Tilly, as I just shift into dog.
And he continues to just mount up and like ride forward as Tilly just kind of like bounces along on the bony back of the dog.
Holding
Okay.
his neck bone.
Yeah, you kind of cut out there, Dex. But I will move you to silent because it's now Silent's turn.
Should have just stayed out of it.
Amy. And like you get hit, roll damage. As you manage to land a 7 damage hit, and you chunk it right in the chest, right in his little chest. The knife is about as thick as his body is, or long as his body is, and you run it through his chest, and just pull out, and he is, and he drops down.
And then, with this final action, fuck, took it out of my hand again. Reload that.
All right. As he reloads his crossbow, it is now Corey's turn. Corey.
All right. I'm going to. I think my first action is going to be stab this guy with my bayonet.
All right, you hit him. Who are you stabbing with the bayonet?
Ew! Well, it kills him anyway, so.
Okay.
That one right there.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, there were 2 corpses there.
There wasn't 2 corpses. There was one at death's door.
Oh no, he's about to become a corpse, so there's 2 corpses.
Yeah, roll damage. So.
Were there 2 characters on the same token, on the same tile?
Yeah, he ran over the dead body of the one that you had already killed and was stabbing at you to flank you.
Yeah, let me stab the dead body just to make sure it's really dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
You managed to like basically pick this little mitflit up as you like ram him through with your you pick him up and throw him off from your bayonet as you like line up the next shot that you're about to take. You like lift him up into the air with the strength of your dwarven muscles, throw him off into the wall of the roots, and then aim to take your shot.
Alright, and I'm going to do another telekinetic projectile on the other one left to him.
This one right here.
No, this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you able to see who I'm targeting when I do the targeting?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
It's a little yellow dot. I don't recognize which one is which though. It's kind of. I have to cross-reference them. There's a lot of shit going on my screen, dude.
Stress.
Yeah, when I hover over the people, it just says targeted by so and so, doesn't specify who.
Oh well.
That misses. Does not crit miss though, so you're good. I think you still have one action. No.
Yeah.
That was two. Because you attacked and then did the spell. So Grabble's turn.
Wait. I was spelled 2 actions?
That was a 2-action spell.
Oh, okay.
It is now Grabble's turn. Grabbles is going to command his animal, or he's going to actually hop off of Tickleback. He's going to personally move up to Fekro. How much movement does he have? 1, 2...
shouldn't I lose the off guard since I'm no longer flanked?
He's gonna flank you.
I'm gonna have to remember that spells take 2 actions.
That's why he hopped off, because it would take too many actions to command him to move and all that. So he hops off. Does he have any spells that are better? Nope. He's just going to attack you with his trident. He misses by 1, but I'm going to reroll with his hero points as he's the leader.
Oh no.
That's so concerning.
Please. Miss.
He crit misses.
Yes.
That's pretty good for leaving his safety bubble.
When he reaches back to pull the trident back, he actually catches his armor and peels his armor off of himself, and he's now down 2 AC because he peeled off his armor. Like he basically caught his armor and the leather gave way, all the buckles gave way, and he's now naked. Like he shunted forward with his trident at you, and you basically shoved his armor at you, but didn't attack you.
Thanks for the armor.
Here's the free armor.
Sweet.
He yelled at him, "Get him! I don't care if I'm naked. Get him!" he burns a little bit from the burning damage.
What's that?
It
one
does not
dude who's
recover.
Like, what movie was that from? Where he's like, "Oh, you've never fought a naked guy?" He starts putting fisticuffs up.
He yells at the other man, "Don't let them get the prisoners. We're gonna win this war.
Oh, American Dad. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
Don't let them get the fucking prisoners. We need those for interrogation." And that is going to be his turn. It's now this Mitflet. This Mitflet is going to target you, Fekro, and he's going to just keep on stabbing. That hits.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to patch you up something fierce.
I swear, if you go down, I lose the contract money.
Well, you lose half the contract money. I'm still here.
He crit hits
Unless
you.
you're classifying. Oh no.
I swear, if I lose the contract money.
Friend Fekro. No.
Fekro, you're gonna go to dying too because you just got hit with a crit hit that brought you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this usually happens to me, but now that it's someone else.
The little guy stabs you, brings it back, and as he brings it, as he stabs you across your shoulder first time, it's not that bad. But as he brings it back, he like saws into your shoulder and like cuts in pretty deep, like ligaments almost.
Oh, that got me thinking about like fucking Saw vibes, like just grinding.
He said, "I got him for you, Grabbles. Tickleback, do your business."
No.
Eat that fucking goblin. And this Mitflet is going to stride around, and he's going to move over towards Corey.
Damn, if only I had reactive attacks.
And it's now, who's up next? It's this
This
Mitflit.
guy over here. Man who's melded with the wall.
Yeah, melded with the wall. He's like close against Blinkrick. He's like sidling. He's like holding his knife in his left hand. He's kind of like holding his right hand against the wall, and he's jockeying for position as his friend moves forward, and he's gonna try and use that time to like stab Blinkrick somewhere near his beard.
Not near the beard.
Near D beard.
Because that beard, he's going to die a horrible death.
He hits, and he's gonna cut some beard hairs.
Oh,
Oh, he's
Blinkrick
about to
takes
die a
7
horrible death.
damage. He's then gonna attack 2 more times.
Nani?
He misses by 1, and
growl.
And then he's going to attempt to make a 3rd attack because that's all he can do. So he's probably gonna crit miss. I mean, hurt himself. Yeah, he crit misses. And is enfeebled 2. He accidentally drops his weapon when he clanks against the ceramic armor that Blinkrick uses, and is enfeebled 2 until he's healed.
The only healing you will have is in the afterlife.
Tickleback moves forward.
Son of a bitch.
He's going to obey Grabbles, and he's going to bite while Fekro is still down.
Uh-oh. Oh dear.
That's a critical hit.
Oh no.
Ay.
Como me duele.
That's gonna move Fekro down one more in the dying, and Fekro is now dying 3.
This is becoming rapidly unfortunate.
Fekro, roll me. Actually, that would kill you, Fekro. Do you have a hero point? 'Cause
I
it's
do.
A crit hit. If you spend that hero point, you will not die, and you will immediately stabilize.
I will spend that hero point.
Alright. Because that would have brought you to dying 4, and you would have been
Yep.
permanent dead.
Yep.
I'm going to say, as he bites into you, he reels back and hisses because he bites your back and it snaps down with his jaws, and rather than actually killing you, he bites an alchemist potion, and it pops in his mouth and causes fire, and he reels back, just narrowly avoiding him snapping your spine in half.
Oh.
Nice.
So
No need
go
to
ahead.
damage the
Go ahead and
goods.
spend that hero point. It is gone, and you are stabilized. So let me go ahead and take this dying off of you.
Yay.
So you are stabilized, but you are 0 HP.
Alright, cool. That saves me an action.
You're still unconscious,
But I'm not dead.
but you're not dead, and you almost were permanent dead out of this campaign. So that would have been that would have been a really interesting thing. Like Corey would have looked at everybody and said, "The fucking contract."
It's funny because as that happened, I was looking up how much dying you need to actually permanently die. I'm like, oh, dying 4. If you take a crit, you gain 2 extra dying. Look back, I get crit.
You got crit twice, which is the worst part.
Yeah,
Alright,
we've had a die, but what about a second die?
Tickleback is now going to move up and crawl under this Mitflit, making the Mitflit ride it, and it's going to target Blinkrick.
These creatures do not make this easy to attack. They're just running from me.
Blinkrick, it's going to attack you with his Hypostone.
Like a Pokemon move. Hypostone.
I'm just here minding my own business.
It does hit you with its Hypostone for 5 damage.
Goddamn.
And it's now attached to you. And I need you to click on that and make me a saving throw. Otherwise you will receive a disease.
Click on what?
Click on the DC 17 Fortitude where it says Hibestone.
Sorry, I don't see that.
It's in the chat right here on the right.
Okay, stand by.
It's all the way at the bottom. He hits it. You do not get a disease. You would have gotten tick fever. That is its turn. Blinkrick, it's now your turn, and you have a little thing attached to you. You have a giant fucking tick the size of not even just a small dog. It is bigger than a dog. It's almost the size of a bear, like a tiny bear, like a bigger than a
Baby
dog
bear.
but smaller than a grown bear.
How do I target it to shoot it?
Let me go ahead and bring it up for you. It's right here. Just press T right here.
Okay. I think I got it.
And it is a huge ass tick, and it's basically bit into your arm and is like sucking. You hit and roll me damage. 6 damage to Tickleback. It is barely alive. You can see it popped open one of its mandibles when it bit the glass jaw that Fekro had, and one of its hand mandibles is hanging loose. You managed to make that even worse and like shoot a shot right down its center line. So it is bleeding out its back end out of its what of the abdomen of a insect is. I don't know what that is. I don't know insect parts. But it is at 1 HP. It is near death's door. You can make another attack if you'd like.
Might as well.
This one's going to be at another attack penalty, so go, I'll take 5 off of whatever you roll. So just roll a strike and I'll take 5 off. That does not hit. It says hit right there, but like it would have been a penalty, so because it's your second attack return. So this one does not hit, and that is your turn, Blinkrick. Fekro, you are down. Cannot see, cannot do anything. Do you have any feats or anything that allow you to act while you're unconscious?
Nope.
Nope. In that case, Fekro, I'm going to skip you and go to Tilly.
Yep.
Tilly, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm gonna take my leadership skills and I have to shoot through. Is Fekro on the ground?
Fekro's on the ground. Yes, Fekro's prone.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get this guy, this leader here, and I'm just gonna That's 25 feet, right?
Yeah.
Oh, 20 feet, even better. I was gonna do another phase bolt. Actually, you know what? Hand of the Apprentice.
Okay.
And then I'll do a phase. Should I do the phase bolt? I'll do the phase bolt first.
Roll attack.
And attack. And damage.
You hit him by 1. You send out another roaring lion. This time the mist turns into something, and another roaring lion emits in silvery blue from your phase bolt. It chomps around Grabble's throat, like over his head and his throat, and the energy fades, and his head is no more. Grabble's is down.
One less creature to worry about.
And is he completely down? Dead? Yes.
His head dissolves when the spell dissolves. When that energy bolt fires and snaps out on his head is gone.
How's he still standing? Headless. Oh, never mind.
What are the other? Because I still have one more left. But what are the other people doing?
The Mitflits are around Fekro, and like they see Fekro's down, and they're going to turn on. They're going to turn with Tickleback to attack the dwarves.
They're not just gonna. Okay, well, these guys are gonna cause trouble, so I'm going to just take them out because I need people to not be that.
You look like a bunch of bad apples.
Yeah. Hand of the target the one who right in front of me.
Yep.
Here, and then I will be able to. What? No. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Oh, I don't have enough focus points. All right. I'm gonna. I can't do anything. It's everything but the shield
Cost 2.
costs
Yeah.
one. So I guess I'll just cast the shield again.
Who are you casting on? Are you casting on yourself?
Yeah. Unless if it costs 2, can I use a hero point to like? For
I'll
the
let you
other
use a hero
thing?
point to cast another spell. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Cool. Would you mind removing that shield?
Yep. No, because you already cast shield on yourself, like from last turn.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it didn't even work. All right. Never mind. Yeah. Then I'm gonna phase bolt this sucker right in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead and attack at a -5 penalty.
Nice.
And then roll damage.
Apparently, Tilly's prone? Question mark.
Yeah, I'll remove that. I don't know why she's prone.
The
That
bane?
Midflit takes 9 damage as another silver blue lion roars out. It consumes the Midflit whole, like it emits out of your hand like a roaring lion. Dives down low, grabs it by the foot, and just swallows it whole. And the Midflit is no more as the spell dissolves away.
Nice.
That's what you get when you don't listen to your true leader.
This Midflit has run back and it is bringing the giant centipedes. You will have another 6 seconds, but the centipedes are coming along with it and will appear next turn.
Bum, bum, bum.
Dex, is your turn.
Positioning away as I am going to flank this creature using Blinkrick as a accomplice in this situation.
The tick is flanked.
And I'm going to attempt to bite.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and there we are. Wait, let me target you first. That'd probably be smart. There we go. Wow. I'm gonna use a hero point because I don't want to bite my own jaw off.
Alright. You land the hit. It tickle back as you don't even have to roll damage because it's at 1 HP. I know whatever you hit will kill it. As you bite down on its abdomen, the hole that was made by Blinkrick's earlier bullet, you bite down and apply enough pressure that the blood sac that it has just begins to spray rapidly against the wall, and you are just absolutely emptying this tickleback of not just its blood that absorbed from Fekro and from Blinkrick, but the blood that it had inside of it. You are just absolutely spraying it against the wall, like via pressure.
That is a hell of an image. A skeletal dog just covered in blood.
Yeah. Tickleback is down.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my last action to move up right here to flank this one as well.
Okay. And that is flanked. Alright. And Silent, it is your turn.
Benfecro, worry not, I will get you up as I'm just covered in blood. Be not afraid, friend.
Like a large looming dog you can barely see out of your like semi-conscious state. Fekro is looming over you and saying, "Do not be afraid." Like,
blood dripping from skeletal visage. Be not afraid, friend.
Be not
Me,
afraid.
Dex.
You're getting visited by a fucking biblical angel dog.
Beautiful.
Is the Reaper here for me now?
Well, she's outside. I'm like referring to Jadel.
You crit hit the Midflit, Silent. Go ahead and roll me
Let's go
damage.
flanky.
You're not just gonna pick this with the large size of this bolt. You're not just picking this Mitflit up. You're flinging him across the room with the weight of the bolt, and he's going to land into the wall, like attached to the wall.
Yeah, let's go. We love wall decorations in this house.
He goes flying across the room, and he's impaled across the room. You guys have the rest of your turn to prepare as the giant centipedes will be coming.
Yep, and for my final 2 actions, I'm going to prepare to ambush anything that's right here in this square.
Okay.
Who requires healing as I'm
5 feet of
going
me.
to Tim.
I would respond if I could.
Corey,
Well, I know you do.
It's now your turn. Your charge is dead on the ground, it's being hovered over by a bloody bone dog. What are you doing, Corey? Are you finishing the contract?
Friend Corey, we require a health potion. I have no opposable thumbs.
You're king now. You don't really have to follow the contract.
Can I do a legal lore skill check to see if I'm required by my contract to heal him?
Holy wow.
Roll me the legal lore check.
Oh no. It hasn't been 2 years.
Do you want to re-roll it?
I'm obligated not to kill him. Doesn't mean I can't let him die on his own.
I've still got hero points. I'll send one. Oh my god!
It's okay. It's okay. Nowhere in the contract does it specify. You rolled just enough that I will tell you. I will tell you. I would have told you something new about your contract if you had rolled a crit success, and I would have told you something plain. You rolled enough to succeed. It was just a 12, or just a 13 rather. Just a 14. You just needed to hit 14 is what I'm saying. Like the roll that you got when you were hero rolled.
Are you filled with doubt?
Yes, I'm filled with doubt. Looking back in your mind's eye for the brief moment, remembering every letter of the law like you often do in your dwarven time, and because you've been rereading this contract every night when you're frustrated at Fekra, you go back to your tent while you're waiting for Blinkert.
Hate reading.
You are hate reading this contract every night, and you remember nothing in the contract specifies that you have to preserve his life. You just have to prevent damage. You do not have to heal him so much as you have to prevent him from being damaged in the first place.
Oh, well, you already failed in that.
But him being down, he not necessarily owe him healing.
Hey, Corey! The contract doesn't state anything we have to do for him. We just have to join him.
Even if I perish here, I will be satisfied knowing that I live rent-free in his head.
Nice. The greatest success, living rent free.
I'm honestly kind of conflicted because, as my character, I feel like it makes sense to me. I'm not required to heal him and walk away.
That wouldn't be honorable.
The dwarf.
That's not honorable to the contract.
Or his dwarven.
You're a dwarf, not an elf. I mean a fae.
He's honoring the letter of the contract, not the spirit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Well,
great.
he didn't, because it seems like he didn't prevent the damage. I see plenty of damage.
Specifically, you are to act as his bodyguard, and as in so much as possible, and in that one word, in so much as possible. It gives you an entirely new lease on life, Corey, and you feel in so much as possible. Well, I can't really stop him from being bitten now, can I?
Unfortunately, the dog had a mind of its own.
Sure.
Oh, at least I'm still here.
You see,
Are
here's
you
where
gonna
the
be okay
line.
with explaining this to Lindsay?
No, here's where the line is drawn.
It's fine. I got
On
healing.
this side, we have the contractors. On this side, we have essentially the full-time employees. The side that has the most power is the contractors, because we have the king right here.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be on decks.
Did you sign the
What
contract?
can I do? Hey DM, I'm not on decks.
You're not on what? Oh, you're not on Dex. Let me move you.
Yeah, I don't know if Tilly technically signed a contract or not there.
Tilly,
What were you saying?
No,
That's
we just found her. We just found her.
You just kind of showed up.
I'll just go away.
She was in the ship.
We are divided by contractors and full-time employees, essentially.
in so much as possible, you are to prevent damage to Fekro. Seeing as how he's already damaged and you can't prevent what's already happened, you're free and clear. It says nothing about specifically healing him from any harm that he's already received.
Now,
Was
if he
Blinker
bleeding-
gonna say something?
Yeah.
If he was bleeding out, I imagine that'd be the case.
Yeah. If he's actively bleeding out, you owe him to heal him, but since he's not actively dying, he is unconscious on the floor, you owe him nothing.
Was he unconscious? Because on my
Yeah,
end
he's
it says
unconscious.
He's unconscious. If you hover over him, it says dead, but it's a dead as a status effect when you're 0.
Oh, okay.
So he is breathing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I'm waiting here.
That's
Corey,
why I'm using deception.
What are you doing for your turn? You have 2 more
Okay, so
actions.
Remember, the contract doesn't state you have to do anything for it.
yeah.
And you are the
Alright,
king.
Alright, CIA agent, get out of here.
If you don't keep him alive, you can't torture him yourself.
You are held in perpetuity of the contract so long as either one of them are alive. You
Hello.
Yeah. So long as either Fekro or Dex are alive, you are still held in the perpetuity of the contract.
So I'm still bound to Dex at least, but
Yes, you are.
And you'll have to deal with Dex
Being mad that you let his
bringing
buddy
up.
die.
My body. Luckily, I
would
can
say
heal him.
things, but I'm
I just need the turn.
It's great.
I love this absolute mess.
Oh, you're being squeezed by torture? Oh, lovely.
I wasn't unconscious. There are many things I would like to say.
What are you doing, Corey? You got 2 actions left.
well, the thing here is, I don't have to help him, but at the same time, there's not really much I can do otherwise.
Oh, you could get ready for the next fight we're about to have.
There are 3 giant centipedes coming. You can ready an attack.
And he's a resource. He's a resource to use, you know?
Is he?
He's got
Yeah, he can save himself.
You can
Corey is
loot,
the king.
you can loot him while he's down.
Yeah, run his pockets.
Yeah, run his pockets first, and then
Wait a
save him.
Dex would
Actually,
remember this.
I take his gunpowder recipes away while he's unconscious.
Are you actually doing that? Because I will let you use 2 actions to basically say you run his pockets and rip out his gunpowder formula from his formula book.
That'd be so tragic.
I actually didn't think that would work because I assumed he memorized it. But if I could do that, why not?
Fekro, are you okay
Be
with
more
me
difficult.
entering your character sheet and removing your gunpowder formula?
Joke's on him, I don't have one.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
That's what I figured. Okay.
He opens up. It's
Also,
like
just to clarify, it's written in a script only understandable to me, anyways.
Yeah, it's written in Goblin. Or is it written something else?
So the way the formula books work is that they can be written in a script only known to the user.
Oh, okay, so yeah, you can't really understand much. The only thing that really helps you decipher anything in this book is when he occasionally draws what he's making, like a frost vial or something. When he draws a picture of the vial.
Like,
Hey, King Corey, can I get a copy of that book?
it's like
Wait,
Long. He
I'm
opens
confused.
the page.
Does he have a book on him or not?
No, he
Because-
doesn't.
He does have a book
No.
on
Okay.
him, but
I do have a formula book, yes.
Hey, King Corey, let me get a
Okay,
copy of that real quick.
because I'm getting mixed messages here, which is why I'm getting confused.
I will let you do something which is really fucked up to Fekro if Fekro agrees after I say this out loud, okay? Fekro, how do you feel about not being able to craft at night because he stole your crafting book?
Because he stole my crafting book.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Are you stealing the crafting book, or are you stealing the page from it?
He could
You
basically
probably steal
tell
it back.
like until you go buy another crafting book from Oleg, you will not be able to craft.
Why can't he steal it back?
Or he can steal it back, but like basically I'm going to let Corey run your pockets and steal your formula book. It will be of no use to him, but he's essentially petty taking it.
Petty
taking
taking it.
You gotta get
It's so
something.
funny.
The skeletal dog dripping in blood is just looking at you with a pondering face.
And
Like a head.
that's gonna be Corey's turn.
I will heal a goblin in exchange for being able to steal his recipe book.
Yeah. Okay, so for 2 actions, I'm gonna let you heal him,
What a gamer.
and then run his pockets. So you're essentially reaching in his pockets, and like in the gesture where you pull out a potion, you're reaching down and like while you're covering what you're doing with one hand, you are reaching in his pockets and pulling out his book and putting it back in yours.
Let's go.
The dog Dex is confused
Goofy.
by this, but will remember.
Roll.
Well, he's unconscious right now. He can't remember it.
No, me. I'm not unconscious.
You're healing him with one of the items that he owns in his own inventory. So I'm going to say you have a healing potion on you, Fekro. Go ahead and click use.
Well, the way the DM was describing it sounds like I'm trying to like conceal what I'm taking out of his inventory. So do you have to
No.
like roll a perception check to spot what I'm taking?
No,
Oh, no,
he's
not even if I-
unconscious.
not-
He's unconscious. He can't roll any checks.
No,
it's not me.
I think Silent's saying
Marty.
I think Silent's saying he wants to know what I'm taking.
Yeah.
No, I want to take a copy of it. Like, pass me a copy once
Okay.
you're done scribbling whatever you want.
No, I'm saying that I would see you. I'm actively looking at its body. I'm not saying that I would know it. That I would, in case somebody asked me, it's like, hey, where's my book at? I'm like, well, the only person who touched your body
I
would
thought
be
it was
this
I thought
guy.
it was Silent, but apparently it was
No,
Dex.
I just want a
so-
copy.
No, it's just
I just want a
me.
copy.
But yeah, since
I'm
DM's
not-
making it sound like I'm concealing what I'm taking out of Fekro's inventory, does he need to make a perception check to spot it?
They do need to make a perception check, and I'm going to go in. I'm setting that right now. Silent, Tilly, Blinkrick, everyone basically but Fekro and Corey need to go. Let me go ahead and request it.
The dog Dex is confused.
Silent,
Why do I
you
not see?
pass. Tilly sees it.
Woo.
Blinkrick, roll me, and Dex roll me.
I better see it. I'm on top of Dex's shoulders. Like,
Dex.
I have
crit-
very sharp eyes.
Dex sees
Holy
exact-
shit! What the fuck?
Dex sees
The
exactly
entire
what you're
party
doing.
knows what
Is
you've
that
done.
a nat 20?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I do have a plus 11 to my perception.
And Sako.
he
roll
is
for
also
me
a
for Blinkrick.
doggy.
How do you have a plus 11? Oh my
I'm-
god.
Let's see, where's it at? I am an expert in perception checks.
Everyone in this party knows what you have done.
The dog dripping in blood just watching you. Shit, what you doing there?
But you have healed him. Fekro, go ahead and apply this healing, not to grapple.
Oh no, he's alive again! The grapple has risen. And he's fallen.
That's
By
second
the way,
win.
this does affect most of my abilities.
Sounds like a you problem, bud.
You are prone, Fekro, and incoming are incoming are 3 enemies. Blinkrick, what are you doing to prep? You can ready an action for 2 actions, and you can move for 1 action if you'd like to. Did he say? Did he say be right back? Is he muted?
So,
From life?
oh, Blink Rig.
Oh, I thought he was here.
He might
Can
have
you mute
stepped.
yourself again?
He said something.
He might have stepped away.
He stepped away.
That's
Okay,
true.
In that case, I'm just gonna move him up here, and he's going to ready an action. To shoot the first centipede that he sees. Vecro, it's your turn. You're up, or you're prone, but it's your turn.
Got it.
You be muting yourself.
I'm trying to read this real quick.
What a multiplied mess this has become.
I can lose the off guard, right?
You lose the off guard, yes.
Got
No.
it. Well, I will stand up, I guess.
Oh, can I lose the Bane?
Yeah, no. Bane applies because it's still on you because you're still in combat.
Oh. So I killed the guy that cast it.
Yeah, but
Alrighty.
it's still on you.
Let's go lingering
Yeah.
spell effect, essentially.
Which is fine. I just want to know.
The only way to get it off is for combat to end or you to cast Bless.
Blast.
Bless.
Blast!
Oh, blast.
Explosion.
How do I
noises in
cast
the
blast?
background.
You have to have the spell Bless.
Ah.
Bane is the opposite of Bless, basically. You can learn spells anytime you find a spell. You can, that's one of your abilities as a wizard.
Weezard.
Weezard.
Find more spells.
I did find you the harm scroll.
Becro, I'm assuming you're standing, so that's going to take your prone.
Yes.
That's one action.
I'll stand up.
And then...
I'll stand up, I'll look around, and I'm like, what'd I miss?
As a hush falls over like the crowd and saw everything.
Corey will say I almost had the greatest day of my life.
I'm the leader.
You can ready an action for the enemies that will show up next turn, Fekro, like to throw a bomb.
Many things happened to you. In order, you died, you were mugged, and then you were risen.
Wait, run that back. I was mugged.
Make them make them submit.
No answer.
We'll deal with the mugging situation after this fight.
Fekro,
What do you mean?
I'm gonna say
Mistaken.
you're readying an attack, if that's okay. Because I'm gonna try to move across to bring in the giant centipedes.
I will spend my turn doing nothing, actually. Because I'm confused. I'm like, what was stolen? And I'm like checking my bags, like, what's missing?
Doing an inventory search.
Exactly. That's what I'll spend my turn doing.
He's checking his rand pockets.
Which pocket was ran exactly?
Oh, you see, it was second one lever to the left side of your right pocket.
All right, in that
The
case,
pocket
Tilly,
he doesn't want run.
Tilly, you're the last one to take an action before these giant centipedes appear.
Is there any... Can I see with my special see in the dark eyes that's holding an Everlight crystal anything shiny or going?
You make a perception check. Let me.
Something shiny that catches the eye.
Let me bring it up to you. Nope. You look back and you see the statue and the map on the table.
All right, then I'd like to go grab the statue
Okay. As you
and the
go,
map.
that'll be one action to move all the way over there, one action to grab it, and one action to come back, and you now have the statue with you.
And the map.
And-
And the map. Sorry.
Oh, the map is like made of dirt. It's like paper on ground drawn on, and then like they have piles of dirt and stuff, like making making the situation like a little bit more understandable. Yeah.
So would I be able to remember that later?
Yeah, I'll add both items to your inventories, Tilly.
Okay. Cool.
So it's you get a map which is the status of the war, and a statue of Old Sharptooth.
The old Sharptooth.
You did not notice anything else in the bag.
Okay.
All right, and next in the turn order is going to be well, first is going to appear these giant centipedes, and the two people who ready an attack get to attack as they appear. Silent will get a stab on, and Blinkrick will get a shot on this one right here.
Do I roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Whichever gun you want to use to attack, and you get a free shot.
Hey, you're back,
Dang.
Blinkrick.
That's a miss from Silent.
Blast off, King.
I was distracted by all the madness around. Because I was aiding in it.
Yeah, you fucking were.
This game is great.
It is.
And Blinkrick pulls his pistol out as like a duelist, the second the bell goes off, you know those speed gunners, the speed pistoliers.
Yeah.
He just
I didn't hear no
shoots,
bell.
bam, and he bings this giant centipede right in the head. The second he hears the bell go, and go ahead and roll me crit damage, Blinkrick.
And they're off to the metaphorical races, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 12 damage. That's a lot.
Did that person get
And-
vibe checked?
You got vibe check.
Yes.
You heard in your head the bing of the bell going when the second you're supposed to start the match, and you immediately pop poof, and your bullet pops out and blows this little centipede's head apart.
His inner monologue, he hears the crowd cheering for him.
Yeah. 10 points on the 10 points on the accuracy exam. I think that was at least a 3.4. A 3 point per second draw.
Gary
Yeah.
Mitchell like over here.
Yeah.
God, I wish.
And next in the turn order is going to be Fekro.
Think of all the free guns you get.
Think of all the free ammo, John.
Or
My turn
actually,
already.
it's gonna be Dex. Dex, we're starting at the top of the turn. It's your turn.
Scrolling into myself, here I am.
Having a bit of introspection.
I was like, am I gonna click on the monster underneath me? I'm like, let me check something here. Oh, let's see. Okay, I can dismiss the spell. It doesn't say what it requires to dismiss it. Just
When
that
it
I
says
can...
dismiss, you didn't cost anything.
Okay, perfect. Since I'm too far away to do anything and I need a pair of hands to heal, I'm gonna dismiss the dog form and just kind of reassemble as a skeleton standing upright.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Wait, this yeah, healing plaster.
Yeah, as you kind of like go dry bones on everybody and just drop to the ground and like re-raise, like all the bones drop, and then some of the bones reassemble in a different organization, and you re-raise as just a regular lizard skeleton man. Just a regular one. I don't know if there's one regular exists for you.
Is there ever such a thing as regular?
And then
As
What are you reading?
roll me the healing for Fekro.
As I'm quite literally an oogie boogie skeleton. Man, that die is just spinning. Anyone seen that?
I like these wooden die.
Yeah.
I didn't see that you had wooden die.
I like
Those
the
are
wood
tight.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you get those?
I changed a couple of the. I changed the color and I changed the
Texture.
the theme of
You
them.
ran somebody's pockets.
Yeah, yeah.
You're running
Alright.
people's pockets now, Dex?
Did the oh there wait. There yeah, it did. This one's show my icon.
Vecro's back to full.
Nice.
You basically reach down, throw a bunch of healing plaster on every section, and like push in on Fekro's shoulder, like relinking his ligaments. You throw a bunch of dirt and crap into this open wound, like snap with your bony hands, and you actually make a snap sound. And you apply a little bit of magic to the absolute crud that you're shoving into his wound, and the crud falls out. And as it falls out, the wound heals up. The wound fills in.
You essentially just see like as the dirt just converts to moss as it kind of falls apart.
Yeah, like it grows and grows and expands out, and as it converts to moss, it falls off and let what is present now is just a healed wound.
Do I lose wounded one?
You do, because you got healed by a treat wounds. What?
Yay.
You're still drained.
Thank
after
you,
being...
friend.
That was one action. Ah, friend Fekro, good to see you not in pieces. That is my job.
Yeah, like a sound.
As I'm going to now cast right, this is a 2 action, if it tells me. Yes,
If
2
you're-
action, Tempest Surge.
If you're going to cast through them, he's going to have lesser cover.
Oh, this is a reflex save.
Oh, reflex save? Never mind.
Yep. As I'm just like making a joke. This falling apart thing, it's my bit. As I just haul lightning down.
It crit fails, you do double damage.
As I call literal lightning down. Everybody cover your ears.
A
Not again.
lightning strikes the top of the tree. You hear a loud crack as from outside of the tree as it shoots through and comes out of the wall of the roots and striking this centipede.
Just asserting like what I can do.
You see the centipede and kind of like all those bug snacks gore like you saw in those old cartoons in the 90s. It just kind of vibrates and then bursts out with all that buggy goo right onto Blinkrick.
Sorry, Blinkrick.
And that is Silence turn.
Just going all over the boys.
Yeah.
Poor Dex. You're getting
I'm
like
going to back up here,
burst bumped.
target, and shoot a crossbow bolt.
Okay.
Oh, it's not loaded.
Where'd you back up to? I don't see your character sheet.
I'm on top of like dead bodies.
Dead bodies. Okay, so you're right here.
Yeah.
Like on top of the dead bodies.
As you back up and reload, okay. Go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do a spontaneous modification on the crossbow to see if I can pull it back a little bit more. So I'm going to roll a crafting check to see if I can.
I pull the bow back really far.
Yeah, you understand the reference.
The good old days.
You succeed.
All right. So now let me go ahead and apply that loaded.
And fire away with extra +2 damage.
And they say the bow is cocked. The bow isn't cocked.
That hits. Add +2 damage to whatever you roll here.
Yep. There's no way I can add a +2 in the roll thing, so we'll just have to add it.
The
So
10.
10 damage.
10 damage. So that's gonna be, yep. And you managed to kill this giant centipede. That is the end of combat for everybody. As things wind down and you guys are all breathing and the adrenaline is wearing off, it is a tense situation, but you gain tons of EXP for it.
Hooray!
Ooh.
Dex, how's your ear feeling after that lightning bolt scare the shit out of put Tilly into a thumper-stumper mode?
I'm gonna go investigate the stuff. on
As
the
you see,
table.
I have like no ears, so I didn't have to worry about the sound. But you do see that like at the tip of my finger, there's just energy, kind of electricity, filtering off of my hands. Sorry, Tilly. Did not mean to spook you.
Now that that's taken care of.
Sorry for smacking your ear a bunch of times with my foot.
Oh, it is fine. It is like little echo. It's like when you do it, it sounds like you're hitting like the inside of a drum.
Now that that's taken care of. Dex, you're my friend, right?
Yes, best friendo.
You said something was stolen from me. What, and by who?
This is correct. As I'm like still like covered in energy, and like you just see Cory. Come on now.
As much as I wanted to steal his life, he is very much still alive.
You know what you
Damn.
did, mister. We all saw.
I turn and look sharply at Corey. What did you take?
I'm going to go ahead and potty.
I'll pull out I'll produce the empty healing potion.
No, you just hear in the background. No, you know what you did. You cannot see past this old dog's eyes. Wait, does that rule still apply? I am no longer dog.
Uh-huh.
Old bones
There's a
eyes.
dog inside.
This is true.
Tell me, Dex, what did he steal?
Dex, you
Something
saw
I
it when
walk up
you
to
saw it
Corey.
because you crit rolled. You saw he stole his formula book.
It was, I believe, your book.
My what?
Your book.
Yearbook.
A yearbook.
Yeah.
I pronounced it better. Your book.
From Goblin University.
Yeah.
Not the yearbook.
Because Tilly didn't see it, so she's like, yearbook.
I believe it was your alchemy.
Your alchemy book.
Corey, give me my book.
What book?
Don't play games with me.
Oh, no.
You
The
know
book in
exactly
your-
what book.
The book in back left pocket. You know the one. As I like expertly watched you.
Alright. I'm gonna walk up directly into his face. Using my left hand, I'm gonna poke him squarely in the chest and say, "Give me back my book."
I will do no such thing.
And as he stares at me, I wish to make a check, Mr. DM.
Okay. What to check?
I like to take the steal action, please.
That's how I do that. There we go.
Take the steal action, my dude.
Loot is loot.
If you roll a success, or in fact, if you roll anything above a 10, I'll tell you what happens. You will succeed.
Wait, how does this feel if I'm watching him do it? Like, is it feel like when somebody's not noticing?
Here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
When Fekro reaches over to Corey and Corey feels him reach around, Fekro reaches on every spot, and Corey, you notice something. When he touches on the spot where the bulge where the book
Like-
would have been, where you put it in your pocket, it's lighter there, and both of you look inside, and there is no book there.
And I see what do you think you're going, mister? I see you running in background.
I'm still confused about the check, but I'll say that. See, I told you, I have no book.
I was basically doing like a sleight of hand, like I was directing your attention to my face and my left hand.
But
by
yeah,
poking you.
we'll say that he snapped here and then up high or as high as the goblin can to Dwarf, and then reached down low. And when he reaches down low near the bulge, which I'm definitely loving, if any fan artist draw art of that, both of you notice that he grabs nothing because there's nothing in Corey's pockets anymore except for what Corey normally has.
There's no bulge.
There's no book.
Okay.
Now get off of me!
Do I see Silas just booking it in the background?
No, you don't.
Okay.
Silas is
Hmm.
just
I feel-
stealthing around like he normally does.
I feel that there is a thief amongst the true thief. What a mess.
Yes, I'm staring at him right now!
You don't have the right to yell. You stole from me.
Wait,
You have no evidence of this.
What?
The evidence
also-
is standing right before you.
You accuse me of stealing a book that I do not have.
Just because you don't have it didn't mean you don't steal it.
Hey, guys, keep it down. There's more up ahead.
What Silent checked back before is a deep chasm splits the passage. The chasm is a few yards wide and twice as deep, but tangled roots fill the area. The passage continues on the far side, and between the two ledges, loops have been tied to serve as handholds. It's only 20 feet deep, and the rough walls above make it relatively easy athletics check to climb across. But should you fall, you notice something creeping and hissing in the bottom. Make me a, let me see if I can present
Perception?
Yeah, perception. Anybody who wants to. Silent, you were the one next to it, so make me perception.
Can we make a perception check all the way from back here on it?
No, Silent was the one who stepped forward.
My laser
Silent, you
eyes.
see a giant whiptail black centipede.
That sounds fun.
At the bottom of that chasm, like a very strong, very terrifying giant centipede is walking around at the bottom of that chasm.
If not friend, why friend shaped?
The mother
I'm
of
not
all
giving
the
up on this.
centipedes we just killed is down there. Keep it down.
Not
Keep
friendship.
your argument down.
Mr.
What, dude?
DM,
What are you referring to?
in my goblin mind, there are two other suspects who may have this book as well.
Yes.
Can I make a perception check to see if either of them have it? I'm specifically talking about the two other most likely suspects, which would either be Tilly or Silent.
It could not have been Tilly. Tilly was on head.
Tell you what.
Wouldn't it be more logical to assume it was Tilly or Blinkrick?
He said in his own
I
head that
can't
this
carry
would be
any.
this. Let's settle this.
No, we're not going anywhere.
Maybe you can stay here, but we have my society to save.
At this point, I don't care. Who has my book?
I don't care either.
Go.
Well, since we're
How
gonna
do we
do
know
this
he
one,
didn't lose it at some point?
I'm going to
Because I wouldn't.
DM. I'm going to do the fortitude save for the last sicknin.
Okay, go ahead and roll me. Go ahead. No, you're still second. You still roll awful. That's
And I don't appreciate this attitude when you're the one who took it in the first place.
It's the weight of your sins holding you.
You still have no proof of this.
Everyone has testified about you, Corey, except for Blinkrick, because Blinkrick ain't no snitch.
Real shit.
That you basically took this.
There's witnesses surrounding us now. You cannot lie your way out of that.
All I said is loot is loot.
Even if you don't have it now,
And did
someone here has
Did Silent actually say anything about it being me?
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, it's just him and
go ahead.
Dex. Don't make this one it's not DM. Just because everybody passed a check doesn't mean everyone's accusing me.
Okay, fair.
I didn't say he wasn't, but I also didn't say he was.
I'm
I
gonna
said
go over
loot
this
is
wall
loot.
and take care of this sickness real quick.
Okay.
So your
Clearly
official
guilty.
stance is no comment, is what it sounds like.
He's clearly,
DM, let me know when I can re-roll for the sickness.
Yeah.
he's clearly feeling the weight of his sins on his stomach.
Time is passing, so let me go ahead and make sure that it is progressing. Yes, it is. You are hearing more and more intensely up from this direction, guys. Past the chasm that Silent warned everybody, hey, there's a giant, like, deadly whiptail situation going on. Like, centipede. You're hearing mac, 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 and you're hearing me, 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 me. And like you're hearing it getting louder and louder to a point where you're hearing it sound like an argument. Mac, 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 me, 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 me. And like it is a loud, intense argument that is happening across the hall. It's actually so intense that like you're beginning to be surprised that these little voices can carry that far.
If not Corey, not Tilly, since Tilly was upon the head, and Blinkrick was too distant away for anything to have occurred. Suspicions upon narrowing.
What do you mean suspicions? Corey was the only one to touch Fekro.
Yes, but I no longer see book where he has stored book.
Was it book shaped?
I'm
In
pretty sure
pocket?
all books are book shaped.
Shows how much you know.
This is true. Book can be circle. Have seen it. Very weird.
Yep, you've never read a book before, I suppose.
I don't need to read books in my line of work.
Don't you write? No wonder no one else can read your writing.
Fair. But yes, without book, Fekro here is not as at optimal combat.
Silent, make me another roll for the fortitude for your getting rid of your sickness.
Finally! Something higher than 10.
The weight of your sins and the sickness are weighing upon you. I sense.
I'm not playing games.
And
I
now,
have never
Whoever took it needs to
roll,
come clean now.
roll me a stealth check to see if you can maintain your stealth.
Alright.
Need to remind you that we are literally playing a game.
Excuse you, sir. You're breaking my immersion. I was talking in game.
I don't see four walls here.
How could you? My immersion. I mean, my immersion.
My immersion.
Well, I'm not able to add that +5, so you're gonna have to.
There's
add it on
only
that
3
end.
walls.
I look around. Wait,
I got it.
wait.
I added +5 mentally.
Some walls are curved. I am confused.
Silent opens his bag towards you, Fekro, and you don't see any book in it.
Could I make a a perception check against Silas in
You
regards to
can't-
seeing if there anywhere he would have stored it aside from his bag?
Only if you spend a hero point.
That I can do.
I feel like there's a shit-eating grin on the on the DM's face, but just wasting all of our hero points.
He's like, good, good.
Yeah, go ahead and do your internal chaos bullshit. I'll just kill you in the next room. Yeah. Keep arguing.
We all just trip in the because we don't have a hero point. We just
Trip into the fucking chasm that has the giant undulating whip crack.
I'd be fine.
Roll me that
Okay, so-
perception check. Here, I'll give you the perception prompt, just for you, Dex.
All right. Oh, if only I had a duck transformation in my animal form, this would be very useful. Fortunately, the only non-threatening animal is a frog and a cat.
A frog. We'd probably eat you.
But really, Dell?
You don't see anything. There's,
Damn it!
like-
On my screen, it's cocked to a 19 more than a 30. Tragic.
You don't see anything in fact, like you see his regular shit, but you don't see a book in Silent's bag. Silent doesn't read books.
The species is still held. As I'm like
I mean,
trying to look toward the next
to
cave.
reaffirm to you, Dex, you did last see. You definitely did see Corey steal it. Like you definitely saw Corey steal it. Like you had a crit success.
Yeah.
You definitely saw Corey steal it, and you haven't seen anything since. There's nothing in Silent's bag.
And yeah, still so far, it's the person alleging something being stolen and his best friend, and nobody else.
Yeah.
Look at my bag; it's just there. It's like, what the hell?
But
Now
as
look at
far
my
as the
bag,
rest
actually.
of your party knows,
Okay.
and you, Fekro, like this Corey did something, and it's not in his bag anymore. It's not in like I'll in fact even let you, if you spend 10 minutes about, I will let other things happen. If you spend 10 minutes, I will let you upturn Corey's entire bag, and there's nothing in it. Or at least not just anything besides his stuff and his ammo. And
Do I not have any say in him rummaging through my bag?
you can definitely make a grapple check, and I'll turn this into a two people bickering like two little women on the ground.
Just as there was no issue with the stealing, there was no issue.
Nah, legitimately, I would not give this up. I would search everyone.
Okay.
I don't care how long it takes.
I open up my jacket, you see spiders.
It will take an hour, but shit will happen
Not
in
much.
the meantime.
During this hour, could we refocus, or is that a longer?
Yeah, I'll let
based
Tilly get her focus point back.
Sweet. That means I can get my
Wait.
lightning back too.
I'm not gonna let him hold us up. I'm gonna keep moving.
And I'm not gonna let you keep moving. I'm gonna hold you up.
The two.
And you can't hurt him because
the
he's
two-
your charge. So he can smack you as many times as he wants, King Hero.
King Hero. Brentelli, would you like me to
The question
carry?
is what kills first.
What
Whatever-
wasn't the wording from
whatever-
earlier? I had to protect him from other threats.
Carry what?
You seem to be weighed down by something. Would you like me to carry for you?
It's just life right now.
Make me a grapple
is
check.
fair.
The first person you're trying to check is Corey again. Make me a
okay.
grapple
The-
check, and I'm going
the
to do it.
I'm gonna give you.
The bearing weight of sin is a heavy one. This I know.
What have I sinned?
A
I am
grapple check,
righteous.
he says.
No, not you. I meant me. I mean what? Cough, cough.
It's just like him his grapple versus my reflex, or
The lizard has sinned. Do not look too far into it.
Dex? Oh my god.
it's honestly going on a lot longer than I expected it to.
What do you mean?
My character is
Why
crippled
would you
without
want
me.
to carry my
Not a
stuff
fair
if your sins
I
are
would
too
not
heavy?
Because it is always nice to help others.
Why
It
are
is my
your
goal.
sins heavy, Dex?
This is unknown to me. As
Both,
I have a
both
weird
of you are rolling
Disadvantage
a grapple roll.
As this crystal has been revealed, it is something that displeases the Fae. My existence is something
Oh.
that haunts me.
Hmm.
But I try to look
Would you
past
like-
this.
Would you like to hold? Ever like
Corey will
crystal?
do.
You will do that, Tilly?
Maybe it might ever like crystal make you feel lighter.
As we're having like a peaceful dialogue about this bearing of sins, these two are arguing over a bag.
Kill me, kill me!
You want to hold my pretty light?
That sounds nice, Tilly. As I just hold the Everlight crystal in my hand, it's like a small gem now. Do I feel lighter of my unknown sins?
The goblin grappling me multiple times is making Corey infuriated.
Yeah, Corey,
Um,
you manage to push him off. Like he pulls it. He rips open one of your leather like baglets, and like shit falls out. Bullets, like gunpowder. This infuriates you, but nothing important falls out. Like nothing of your nothing of your gold or anything. It makes you're gonna lose like a couple bullets and some where am I looking? Where are your bullets? I can't find them. In your inventory.
The
What?
bullets of the friends we made along the way.
What? Where are your bullets? I'm going to say he rips open a pack and like lets out a lot of your gunpowder, and it soaks into the ground and like some of your bullets, and that's about it. But like you manage to push him off before he like opens up any bag that for anything that matters.
Is there anything in our contract about him like doing things to me?
Actually, the contract is roll me a legal lore because this one's gonna be important.
Dun, dun, dun.
Meanwhile, we're
Dun.
being memorized on the side by a glowing
You're
crystal.
not. exact on it, but there's a growing sense of unease when you pull out from your bag the one piece of paper you now have and show him the contract that you have that you've been hate reading every night. There's a growing sense of unease when you glance at a section that like it gives broad sweeping powers to Fekro. You don't know exactly what, and you'll need to reread it again when you get back at camp. But it seems to imply broad sweeping powers that you did not notice before.
Can I use my final hero point to reroll this?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sensing great tragedies later in the line. Well, that didn't help.
No.
What?
You're just
You're telling them +1! This bullshit!
You're just getting a real bad feeling, dude. Like the more you look at this paper and the more you look at Fekro, the more you look at like the clause that mentions what you owe him and what he owes you. The he owes you part is really longer than you thought it was. There are more broad sweeping powers than you anticipated that Fekro has.
Well, if it gets things going quickly, I don't.
It's
feel
actually
having
like
a
starting to feel
backstory.
really stupid and like my hero points are just +1ing myself.
Yeah.
Would you like
It
a
makes-
+1?
It makes the hero points feel kind of less. Yeah, he's able to come back from the fucking dead with his.
Well, he spent all his, like, you spend all your hero points that you have to narrowly escape death. And he didn't
Yeah.
come back to life, he just stabilized. I still could have turned around with one of my enemies, attacked him, and put him back at crit to dying 2.
And I've used all 3 of my hero points to get a +1 on each of those fucking rolls.
That's how them dice jump by. Like, I can't tell, I don't know what to tell you, my dude.
Bruh. Fine. I'll give up on this for now. But if I don't find it on anyone else, I'm coming back to you.
Here,
I'm
I want my
attacking
bag
Silent
stored.
next.
I immediately give him the bag.
You sort through the
No,
bag.
I'm not searching just the bag. I'm searching you.
Yeah,
All right.
no, I'll make 10 minutes pass. You find nothing on Silent.
Now the true plot
I will
thickens.
read out the contents of his inventory for you. You have a bedroll, brassiere, which is weird that he has that. It's like an old man thing. Compass, disguise kit. Like there's a lot of mustaches, like different gear. There's like blonde hair dye and things like that in it. There's a water skin. There's a tanglefoot extruder, which is like a weird thing that like lets you like extrude roots from a tanglefoot alchemy thing. There's a basic crafter's book. You stop on this, open it. It's clearly silent and it's written in like thieves' cant.
Nani?
And there's
Just naughty.
like so like for a moment roll me a recall knowledge Fekro.
I can do that.
We should perhaps move on from the situation after this. Kobolds do not have much time.
This is a specific thieves' cant Fekro, and it's specific to you can't remember which because you're so infuriated, you're thinking about something else and you're just flipping to the page and like you stop on it and for a moment recognize real because of your background Fekro being part of like your old like criminal guild. This is like a high level professional thieves thieves cant. So like for a moment you look
See
at him
something
and
you
like real recognize real, like you see something on it on his book that like he is part of some criminal organization.
You see something you like?
Game recognizes game. Anyways.
Then you go back to looking and like you see like a dagger, the Staglord's helmet, turquoise earrings, and then like wedding ring of Svetlana's.
Oh hey, we've identified that now.
You see he has
I'll come
Svetlana's
back,
wedding
I'll
ring.
come back to that one.
Yeah,
I'll come back to that one.
Yeah, he has
We'll unpack
Svetlana's
that
wedding
later.
ring. Yeah, that bothers you a little bit. And then there's like a spearhead that's like broken. You don't know what the significance of that is. He's got a lot of drugs on him.
Ah yes, the drug dealer has drugs.
And that's about it. He's got a lot of drugs and some nice alcohol, but that's about it.
Well, now I'm even more suspicious.
Can I get my bag back?
How much is it worth to you?
I will literally just cut the contract in half and go after you if you don't give it back.
Uh-huh.
Buddy.
Just because you don't have it on you doesn't mean you couldn't have hidden it somewhere. Where's my book? I
Corey's
saw
like,
what was in
wait,
your
I can
practice
just
book.
do
I saw
that?
what it was written in.
Corey's like, wait.
I'm even more suspicious of you now.
Yeah, it's written in my guild's chant for my drugs. You want to take a closer look at it so you can actually see what drugs?
I want you to tell me where you hid my book.
I don't got no book. I just got my own.
Yes.
He doesn't have the book.
I didn't
on him.
ask you.
You've checked his
I didn't
pockets?
ask you.
Are you talking to the DM?
I didn't. No, hold up. I wasn't saying that to you.
Okay.
I didn't ask you if you had the book on you. I said, where did you hide it?
Ooh.
There's a
I haven't
difference.
touched anything other than my stuff.
It's a deception roll.
Telling you it would be a deception roll would be a roll.
Did you check yourself, Vecro?
I am
Like
checking I
all
am
of your
checking stuff.
pockets?
I am going to be rolling some stuff to resolve this amidst the entire group and whoever actually took it.
Dun dun dun. We just scroll up in the chat. We actually see it just move from one character to another.
Top one group.
As funny as it is starting to take quite a while.
Yeah, I'm going to be rolling several rolls for everybody, so just give me a second.
I would be shocked if I just find it in my ribcage.
I would feel so betrayed.
It's like, who the hell stuffed a book in my ribs?
Why couldn't you see it before?
That's the funnier part. If
it's
it's
a
in the
ribcage.
ribs.
Spiders crawling over it. That's probably why. That's not even that. I closed the jacket. This is what. I just like scroll up, lock the fucking Shadowheart Act 1. What a mess.
Yes, interesting.
Yes, curious.
Yes, pondering. As I like grow my vine beard, I just ponder. Yes.
Just ponder my orb.
Pondering the orb. Only to find out.
The sun is a deadly laser.
I'm rolling for
As to
all
not
these
create
people.
growing any more conflict, I will hand you back your bag. Silent.
As you hand back the bag, and an hour passes, and I'm going to say a creature is crawling out of the depths because it's heard you arguing, and there are consequences to you guys goofing off as long as you have a shrill blood cry comes from the further down the hall, and you hear a mac, and then a splurt.
All right, let's get out of here. Before
Did that
goes
like
this way.
break Dex and Tilly's like complete hypnotization with the Everlight crystal?
You do find the book on something, but it's not any of your friends or not friends or whatever you consider them now. It was on Tickleback in his mouth. Like buried within his mandibles was the book.
How did I not see this? Me biting to the creature. Mandible does not sense mandible game. Woof woof.
Maybe because you're just focused on combat in character.
Drop it. Drop it now. Drop it. I said drop it.
Runs away.
Drop it. Yeah.
You pull out of the mandibles fall apart, and the book falls loose, and it is Fekro's in his goblin thieves' cant his own formula book.
Perhaps we unpack later, Goblet. I feel the kobolds are dying. I've sensed this.
Wait, so who had it in the end?
Tickleback,
corpse.
the tick in his mouth.
Creature.
It was in the giant tick's mouth.
Big monster.
Lame.
You know how dogs like to steal hot dogs.
This is lame.
He's like, damn, what a not a satisfying conclusion to this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That kind of feels like a cop out.
I don't know what to tell you, bud.
Well, with that resolved, who has the
I
statue?
think we should leave.
All
I
of
would
you,
say we're.
All of you need to make me this roll, and if you fail, you will fall into the pit and be wrapped around by the giant centipede as you're crossing the path, trying to find the exit that isn't the way you came.
Yeah, it's always athletics.
Can I use my acrobatics?
I know, right? I was like, guys, can I style on this wall and jump across?
My
I'm
mouse
not sure what a
sucks.
critical success is in this regard.
You backflip, be like, whoa!
You're faster for a dwarf.
Oh, thank God, it's not a 1.
You okay, so you managed to make it across. There's a shrill blood cry.
Like a general athletic roll.
Yeah. Oh, the athletic roll I posted right here.
Oh,
Would
okay,
it be-
cool.
Would she have to roll it since she's on my head? I'm carrying her.
Yes, to make sure she doesn't fall off down the chasm. Oh, you crawl across.
Gotcha. Okay, just want to make sure the J pennant didn't fall into that.
Yeah, silent like wall runs and then jumps off and then lands on the other side. As does Corey.
Concerned look at the
Tilly,
number
you
2.
have a hero point. You will fall into the chasm and be bitten by the giant whiptail centipede. Otherwise.
I'm gonna use my hero point.
Okay.
We were pondering the crystal for far too long.
Yeah. In a little daze there.
Reroll using a hero point. Or just right click it and reroll. You got 3 of them, so
Yeah.
you really don't want to fuck this one up because that thing will eat you. It does a lot of damage actually. Tilly, you really don't want to get hit by this thing.
Can I utilize my crit success to catch her and just throw her up?
Yeah.
I see it.
Oh,
So
shit.
all of you make it across, and I will pull you all to the next room.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We're flying. Just everybody going flying across.
As you see,
It's funny how I didn't go first. Y'all were blind as fuck.
Half of us were
I'm
blind.
just hoping you would make it.
you hear a cry of terror in mech, and Tilly, you hear, "Oh God, please no, I don't want to die. I don't want my soul to be eaten, please. I don't belong to Sharptooth. I don't want to go to hell." And you hear 3 of his buddies have already died, and their sigils, their symbols are burned in a deep, bright red, burning emblazoned on their body. And when you come near with the statue, Tilly, you see something fly out from their body towards the statue and absorbed into the statue.
Destroy the statue. Who has the
Alright.
statue? Destroy it.
Who has a statue?
As we
I
see,
have the statue.
as we see souls flying to Tilly.
Tilly, hold it out.
Okay, I'm gonna hold it out.
She consumes souls now.
I have something just for this actually.
You didn't lose this, did you?
You use deteriorating dust. As you pour out this dust, Tilly has to pull back her hands so as not to be her hands not to be consumed by it, since she's like made of like an object and not like organic matter.
And I use my levitation thing to hold
as
it.
you press to digitate it in the air, and he dumps the dust. The thing cries out with a scream of like almost demonic pain, like a shrill, like deep, unsettling voice. You know the sound that you guys sent me that your DM made. It's an unsettling noise. It shrieks in a deep, undulating, like upsetting sound, but like it pops. You see bright red light, and then give way to bright white, golden light as the statue falls apart, shatters, and explodes in front of you. And before the souls are able to reach it, the souls then linger, spin, and ascend as you hear "Mac, thank you."
Oh.
There is one left alive who is severely wounded, who is screaming, "Please no, I don't want to go to hell." And it's Micmac that they were busy in this room torturing them while you guys were doing your nonsense for an hour.
People!
We were playing detective. They're playing torture.
The thick
Torture
tangles of
simulator.
long, pallid roots obscure the walls of this egg-shaped cavern. To the east, the chamber opens into a wide, root-filled chasm, and further east is a way up out of the room. You see a group of 6 midflits joyously tormenting the last sit-scale kobold. The kobold prisoner, you do not know his name, but he is barely alive, and these midflits will drop their sticks and draw their swords in rage, unless you're able to somehow disarm them.
I feel that there is no disarm.
By the way, Fekro, have you had to think about what your actions have caused?
Feed the pit.
Oh, hey, am I rested?
You are arrested.
No.
Or no, you got your focus point back, so you're not rested. You don't have your spells back because you haven't taken a long rest, but you do get your focus point back, so you can cast Hand of the Apprentice.
Okay.
I'm going to say, you have one chance to try and disarm these people, and it's just a particular thing. If you don't land on the right idea, I'm just going to start combat. So who's talking to these guys? I'm assuming it's Fekro again.
Fekro and maybe Silent are the only people that can talk to him, so...
Yeah. Fekro and Silo, what would you like to say to them? Just give me an idea of what you would like to say, and if not, I'll just kind of start combat, because that's how this whole encounter runs.
Got it.
Oh wow.
Burn them to the ground.
To the pit. To the pit.
I guess my first thought, which is what I'll go with.
Life returns to life. Feed the pit.
Jump in the pit.
It's okay, if you just want to start combat, I'll just start combat.
I killed your leader. I'm your leader now.
That was what I was hoping for.
Leader.
Make me an intimidation check, target any one of them.
Ironically enough, I was gonna bring one of the heads over, but I forgot about it.
We were too busy with other things for the past hour.
I was staring at a crystal. I was feeling the weight of my sins possibly leave my body.
Fekro, I will give you one free reroll, because it was pretty baller how you basically you know what? No, I'm not giving you the free roll. You used your hero points for that, so it wasn't a heroic thing that you randomly had that happen. You survived tickleback by the nape of your neck. These guys aren't intimidated by you, and I'm gonna say when we start next session, you're starting against the midflits, but you can briefly hear before we're gonna close for this episode, the Mech, please save me, like of a guy who's been poked at by several sharp sticks in several places. He is covered in his underbelly by like little poke holes. He is a dark blue kobold.
Is that one of our guys?
That is one of that. Apparently they were warring against. Well, you already knew that the Sootscales and Midflits were warring from the Sootscale cavern and the Sycamore, but they had apparently already captured some kobold warriors and were torturing them in this back chamber. And in your hour, you basically let 3 of them die. And if you hadn't quickly destroyed that when you brought the statue near them, they would have absorbed its souls. So it's good thinking on
They got them.
Yeah,
They got them some prisoners of war.
Yeah. But that's gonna be in the end of today's episode. Like we'll come back next Saturday and like we'll deal with these midflits and then move on with the rest of the action. But yeah, basically, I'll tell you.
Yeah, Fekro, think about the consequences of your actions there.
I didn't cause this.
You did.
Think
about all that time you wasted of all those baseless accusations.
Time was wasted because of the choice you made.
What choice?
I'm gonna give
There's
you
still
guys,
an accusation.
For destroying the statue, I'm going to give you guys 100 and saving souls. They go to whatever their afterlife is, which is not
not hell.
Not hell now. They definitely don't go. They don't go into the hands of Zazrael. You have essentially rescued them, and I will give you 100 XP.
Hooray! Wait a minute.
Ooh. Now we're still level 3.
No, this would make us level 4. See?
I'm still level 3. What do you mean?
Elf.
We already at level 3.
I leveled up.
Yeah, Silent, you should
I'm
level
at
up.
1068.
So you should go to
I'm
68,
at
guys,
852.
and then go to level 4. So you guys leveled up today.
Hooray!
Ooh.
Hooray.
What turmoil.
The being trash at the things my character is supposed to be good at thing is getting really aggravating.
It always does. That's the only thing I can tell you to alleviate your frustration is at the higher you level, anything you're trained in will add your level as a proficiency bonus. The higher and higher level you get, if you're trained in legal, you're going to get a free 20 by like level 20. You're going to get like extra high rolls on legal the higher you level now, because you're trained in legal lore.
So since we destroyed the statue of Sharptooth, I can delete it off my thing, right?
You can definitely delete it off your thing. Yeah, there is no more soul absorbing statue.
Sweet.
Alright, cool. That's one issue taken care of.
One of many.
I will give you a free look ahead to next week. If you rescue this kobold in this next combat and he doesn't die, you don't let any of these Mitflits kill him before they take a turn to attack him. He joins your party.
That's nice.
He joins your adventuring party like an adventurer, like an Amiri or something like that. His name is
Ah.
his name is Micmac.
Another person for Fecker to accuse.
Yeah.
It's so tragic.
I want to
She's
kill
our
them all
age.
because I know that they have coins.
Yeah.
It's
Lots
true.
of spears and coins.
Money is money.
And you know, the souls of the people who are supposed to be my people.
See, Tilly, you and me on the same link right here. Money and good deeds.
Yeah. The more good deeds you do, the more money you get because people like it.
The better the deed,
Loot
the more money we get paid. Let's go.
Yeah, because the trash people, you just kill them and then you take their loot is loot.
Sheesh.
Blinkrick is gonna start combat, and I'm gonna say he
With a
does
nat 20.
With a nat 20. I'm gonna go roll his damage on the first motherfucker who's right next to Micmac, and I'm just gonna we're gonna leave it off today and like let Blinkrick have his first turn. Which does more damage, the air repeater?
Draw.
1d4, or his clan pistol? 1d6. He's gonna draw with his clan pistol. His revolver that is his single shot. And he crit hits.
Damn.
He draws, and holy shit, he does. He eviscerates 2 of them in a line. I'm gonna say he does so much damage. He did triple this creature's health. He runs a line through these guys and shoots 2 of them at the same time, killing them. And that's gonna start off your combat for next night. Actually, he kills 2 of them just by himself. And that is gonna start combat for next time we play.
On the plus side, all of us have high initiative for this combat, so we can save it.
Yeah.
That is true.
And
Hey,
Micmac
that's
speaks
another-
common, so you don't have to worry about
Don't worry about speaking broken goblin.
you don't have to worry about speaking Broken Goblin or only Tilly being able to speak to him.
I've my fingers crossed that this sound plays. Damn, it doesn't. This soundboard has failed me. Literally the best sound, 'cause him loading a revolver, doing the spin, and then firing the shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the music for today, everybody, thank you for visiting today on Pathfinder Kingmaker Misfits session 8. Actually, session 8. And we'll see you next time, next week for session 9 on Easter. Even though it's Easter, we'll be around. We're all heathens here.
Spend it with your best bunny.
Yeah, spend it with your best buddy.
Tilly, the mighty spellcaster.